Yeah. Like, if for some
Alright!
godly reason you got... Yep.
Hello.
We're, no, I did not fix the rat button, sadly. But I
that's for the
couldn't,
best.
sadly.
Love my
Maybe
rats.
it's for the best, right?
It's for the best.
Yeah, sorry, no. You know, you could redeem rat button, and what I could do is I could do this. No, wait, hold on.
On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a good thing.
What I could do is I could make it, yeah, restart playback when source becomes active, and, yeah, there we go. Oh, well, now, it's not even working like that. Okay, cool.
Drown.
Sorry,
Okay.
Piper.
Fuck off. Alright. The drink. Okay. Here we are in, oh, thank you for the 200 bits from, I really appreciate that. And, okay, you're probably gonna need to save your points. The rat button, no! I can't.
Rat button!
Hold on, you know what?
No,
Oh, wait,
please.
Shit. Oh, no, it's not stopping.
We made a mistake.
Hold on, I think I got it working now. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
cool, I do.
Okay, we're safe.
What is she
We're
actually-
never safe.
No.
The
Okay,
content zone.
that's all the rats for now. We'll get some more rats going later, and I will get that new rat going eventually. But so it's been it's the next day after the junkyard trek, after you got all of those wild and wacky cores, and
Oh yeah, that.
All this
Yeah,
wild.
I actually have I have a list of things I want to go over real quick.
Oh, no.
No, I'm joking.
you all wake up in your individual rooms inside of this massive hangar / forge. And, you know, it was a pretty decent, it's a pretty decent room. The beds weren't the greatest. The, you know, it's kind of stuffy in there because of how hot the rest of the building is. But, you know, for the most part, those of you who don't mind too much waking up drenched in sweat, it's fine. It's not the worst room you've slept in. Probably.
I got slept naked.
Probably actually very true for Shiashi in particular, that it's not the worst place they've slept in.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Not even top 10.
Yeah. But yeah, you now have 6 months ahead of you, and the way this is gonna work is we've got basically 24 turns ahead of us, and each of them will kind of be a week in the 6 months until the actual thing. I'm giving you sort of 4, I think, options that you can sort of do on this week. Option number 1 is to sort of peruse the town, kind of try and find out more about the area, whatnot, and I will kind of... Doing that, you will learn sort of one thing about the area, and maybe even about the competitions as a whole. Number 2 will be to train with the artificers in the sort of demo plane. And doing that, I will kind of add certain... I will give you certain bonuses for once the actual thing comes in next session. Option
So
number...
based on how well we do with fucking training.
Yeah, it won't matter too much. You'll still have some pretty decent stuff. Number 3 is sabotage.
Oh, all right. Well,
Oh yes, that.
So using intel from option number 1, what you can do is you can use the sabotage option to go and fuck with an opponent's plane. Now you'll need to know about this opponent, and you'll learn through that by, you know, learning about the town, area, and competition. But once you have someone you want to fuck with, you can go to their plane, and you can try and swap out their core, or in other ways, kind of fuck with them. Now, I'm going to let this be known. You are not the only ones waiting on planes being built. It's going to take a while for a lot of people, so you're not going to have a whole lot of planes to sabotage to start. But if you wait for those final weeks, you probably will. And number 4 is customization. You can. This is basically just. It's not the most useful thing, but you can kind of add personal flares to your skyfighters as they're being built.
Okay.
And that's it's really just for, you know, if you want to have fun designing it, if you want to get more involved with what the artificers are doing. And this can also land a few bonuses and whatnot, depending on what you do. If it's like if you try to like get them to make it a bit more aerodynamic or something like that, or if you try to like get them to add a certain part. But if you just like decide to paint it or whatever, that won't add much. And of course, you will need to see if it's possible at all to do it. But there is one more thing that I want to do before we get into this. And it's something that the artificers have asked you by this point. Who wants the big core?
Wasn't that being thrown my way?
I think I said that last time, but I want to know if we want it, if anyone else wants it or would make an argument. Because the way this could work is whoever gets the big core ends up will end up having a pretty not a souped up plane. I was gonna say beefed up, but that's not. That's only for particular types.
Look, I'm a big guy, but I don't really need that. I'm more of a, my own kind of touch kind of deal. I have my own core. You guys can fight amongst yourselves. I got crap to do.
Alright.
Give it to anyone that is not me.
Fucking
Give it to Bones. She'll kick
Fine.
someone's ass.
Yeah, give it to Bones. I don't really need it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, fucking, I guess. Cool, that
This
pressure's
is-
on me now.
This is
Well,
really
you-
good because this means I get to build the plane that I wanted to build for Bones.
Oh no.
Oh, in that case.
The fucking Ace
Fuck
Combat.
off!
It's like the fucking Arsenal wing from Ace Combat.
You're not that far off, actually!
Hell yeah, let's go.
God.
Paper.
So, can we divvy our time up across the week, like by day, or do you need like a breakdown, or like what's up?
It's something that you're doing for the week, so that's
Okay.
kind of how we're blocking it up. So, like, you can do one of these 4 activities, and that'll be, like, your block for this week.
Okay.
1 of 4. Oh, and for that, so that's a full week. How many weeks do we get?
You get 24 weeks each.
24. Okay, so I already know my breakdown. We're good.
Alright.
Damn. I
So,
know what I'm up to.
Yeah, no, I'm hitting the paint. I'm doing this dirty and fast.
What
Alrighty.
the fuck are you doing?
Do you want to break down now, or do you
We
want to break down
scope
when you
out
actually want it?
competition. We
Do it
train
big
in
and
our
make it
plane,
nasty.
and we set it all
Furious.
on fire.
I'm
you
fucking
want-
curious is what I am.
Player, do you want to break down now, or do you want to break down later?
I just want to see this unfold, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, cool. So I'm spending, it's 3 weeks of, I get, essentially you said it's 24 blocks. I use 8 blocks scouting. I use 8 blocks preparing my jet based on what I already know. And I spend the last 8 sabotaging.
Nice.
Hmm.
Alright.
I'm gonna go with 1 week at a time. Anyone want to come with me into town? I got some sinister ideas in bed, but I'd like to travel with a
course you
buddy.
do.
Alright. Before we do this, I am going to ask, kind of, this isn't combat, but still, roll initiative. I want to see who's, because this is still,
Oh, who gets to do fucking things first?
yeah, this is, turn order.
Makes sense.
Should we do initiative?
Week
bonuses?
order.
What's that, CJ?
Oh, shit. Alright.
Should we still do initiative bonuses on top of that?
No. Just roll me a flat d20.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Alright.
4.
Oh, I got I got a nice 7.
Sorry, who rolled 4?
Shiashi did.
Okay, so Shiashi and Bones both.
Yes. God fucking damn it.
Uh,
Oh, the
why don't you
glass
guess
placer
what I
got
rolled?
off to a star. Did you roll a fucking 4?
No. I rolled a fucking 1.
Nice.
Oh!
Remember how I said at the start of this that I'd either roll a 1 or a negative integer because fuck my life? RNG's has hurt me and I'm
I
being
don't
punished for my
remember that, but
crimes.
fucking okay.
All right, I've got my special coin. I'm gonna do a flip to see who gets an extra 1 between Bones and Shiashi. Actually, one of you call heads or tails.
Tails.
Okay.
I've learned this lesson dealing
And
with voice board.
it's heads.
Yep, fucking knew it. Of course it'd fucking do me like that.
What did Dave roll?
First, my voice.
Mine was 7.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Just gotta... Wait, no. What the... Please, for the love of God. This is what happens when I'm unprepared, everyone.
What happened?
It's fine.
I accidentally, assaulted the audience with, rat booms again.
You fucking what?
I don't know how, but I accidentally hit a button that may or may not have reactivated the loop on Rat Boom.
It's okay, they like it. It's fine.
Alright. Need more hands. Okay, so. Kaisis, yeah, you're up first. You rolled the 19, buddy.
Yep. You already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you said you're just gonna go out and scout, right?
Right now I'm scouting. I'm figuring out what everybody's, or as many as I can, what they're doing, what they're building, what their plans are, everything. As much as I can dig up and bring back to the team.
Alright, I'm gonna have you, roll a... roll... Fuck. Would it be insight? Or investigation, yeah.
Investigation? Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I actually want to do one more breakdown of that time. I'm going to do 8 weeks of customization, 4 weeks of getting my ship or plane or whatever you want to call it right, 4 weeks of training, 8 weeks of sabotage.
Alrighty.
And so investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
That is going to be an 18.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna say for this first week, you kind of zero in on the nearest hangar to the one you're in right now. You managed to learn that the artificer there is a dwarf. He seems, you haven't interacted with him, but he seems, for the most part, from what you could gather, kind of like a dick. Honestly, he's a bit of an asshole.
Surprise, surprise.
And
Surprise, surprise! It's a dwarf.
yeah. Fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, his. You also sort of gathered some info about his clients, and they're not much better than he is. And they're also all dwarves. You kind of notice a few of them are, kind of snooping around much like you are, and they don't seem to notice you, though.
Excellent. Do you want me to roll a stealth check for that, or no?
No. I'd say this is pretty alright.
Okay.
Judging from the looks of them, you might have some trouble with them in the sky, but they shouldn't be too
That's the
hard
dwarf
to
group?
deal with. The dwarf group, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you notice that there are 3 dwarves in this hangar
Okay.
that aren't the artificer.
Okay. Does anyone immediately stand out as a ringer or a heavy hitter?
There is one guy who is, he's abnormally tall for a dwarf, and he's carrying this enormous warhammer on his back. He's got kind of a scar running over his left eye, kind of cutting down into his beard a little bit. He looks rough and pretty old too. He's he might be the heavy hitter of the bunch. He looks like a veteran.
Gotcha. All right, I'll keep an eye on that.
Alrighty.
Cool.
I can't really think of much else that you'd really be able to gather over this
Week
week.
1, I get it. Yeah.
So moving on to Dave.
Like, so, I mean, I like to, understand my surroundings. And you know what's a good place to start? The market. So Dave's just going to be,
God.
Dave's actually just going to be doing his usual peddling around the market, while he's also sort of trying to search for a specific item, specifically the stickiest paste he could find. He's looking for any sticky material he can, while also talking to customers / victims, sort of learning a bit more about the town.
Customers / victims?
Yeah, well, because he's a con artist. What do you say?
Dave's unquenchable bloodlust.
No! We're not doing Dave hobo murder.
No, Dave's not a hobo murderer. He's just a hobo. He's a hobo scammer.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Dave's just gonna go around essentially trying to find the sticky paste and gain info by talking to his clients and selling the usual garbage.
Okay, well, as you're kind of looking around, the word gets around that there's this dwarf looking for sticky paste. And as you're kind of hanging around, you see another dwarf kind of come out from the shadows with a big bag over his shoulder, and he approaches you. And he says, Hey, I hear you've been looking for some sticky paste, huh?
I have. I like your pack there, pal. What's your name?
Ridiculous Randy.
Are we making this a fucking naming convention now?
It already is!
Oh,
Do
God
we-
fucking damn it.
If you read Dave's backstory, you'd know!
I don't have access to that!
Doobie and Dave, myself. So you're part of the little emporium, huh? As well.
Oh shit!
Emporium.
I might have missed your might have missed your. I might have been actually. Come to think about it, with that enormous pack of yours, is actually kind of obvious. Anyway.
Fine.
Yeah. I hear you're looking for really, really sticky paste, right?
I am. I'm now. Between you and me, I know how this shtick goes, but I really want to see this. I am kind of curious if you got a real deal.
So, yeah, actually, this is like one of the few real items I've actually got in my pack. It's kind of funky. I got it from this weird guy who was like, I think he was high on like 15 kinds of drugs.
Funny story actually. I've gotten stuff from that kind of guy as well. Elves, am I right?
Yeah, I think he might have been an elf. It's not really to think coming to mind. Regardless, look at this. And he pulls out this. It looks like a tube of toothpaste, and it says, I'm trying to think of like a really funny name for like shitty sticky paste.
Asshole adhesive.
Asshole adhesive. I'm just gonna.
I don't like that name for a few fucking reasons, but continue on.
I'm just gonna call it ass adhesive. Ass-hesive?
That's ass-hesive.
And yeah, it says ass-hesive on it. And,
God.
No, I gotta ask, was he sniffing this stuff? This doesn't look like it's really street legal.
I don't know if he was sniffing it, but he did hand it to me, and look what it can do. And he grabs, like, this kind of... he reaches into his bag, and he pulls out this really slimy-looking brick. Like, it looks like it's been in the sewer for 50 years. And then he pulls out another drier brick, and then he puts the ass-hesive on the dry brick and sticks it to the to the slimy one. and it just comes. It cannot. He's trying his hardest to separate it now, but it's just not going.
You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Here, let me scrounge around. You want to trade, or you want to do this?
Yeah. Well, you know how it is, right? You got to trade if we're doing intercompany exchanges like this, you know?
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta think about this. He's like looking for stuff because this is a really nice offer, honestly, considering the usual assholes of the Emporium he's dealt with. So he kind of scrounges through a bag, and he basically just pulls out this sort of like he's basically wrapped this in like cloth for a moment, and then he reveals it, and it's like you wouldn't. Normal people of the fantasy world would have recognized it, but it's basically just a bunch of granola bars, just like store brand Stop and Shop granola bars. He's like, here, if you need something quick to eat on the go, these really packed a punch. They got fruit in them, you know.
Hold on. What? Holy shit! What is Quaker Chewy Chocolate Chip?
That's branded. That's branded.
What?
Just have a bite, free of charge.
Okay.
You'll see what I mean.
Okay. And he unwraps one of them, and he takes a bite, and like you can kind of, it's almost like commercial quality, that like a commercial shot. The way this granola bar, like, splits as he bites into it, and you see his eyes just light up, and he throws the adhesive at you, and just grabs the bag of of these granola bars. He's so enthralled, and he says,
Quakers, you'll give anything up for them.
yeah.
Pleasure doing business with you. Real talk. Why you here? We ain't usually out this far.
Well, see, I heard about this tournament, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I assume it's the same reason you're here. You know, draws a lot of people to scam, you know?
Fair enough. I wasn't too sure if, you know, anyone big was here.
Well, actually, there's something you might want to know. The Count sent a few guys out here.
Yeah, and immediately any sort of like pretense of niceness on Dave's face just kind of falls. He gets like a look. He gets a really, really pissed off look. He's like, "All right, so they're here, right? They're competing."
Yeah, they're competing, all right. They're kind of mean-looking guys, if you ask me. You know, I wouldn't do business with them if I wanted to.
Good to know. Hey, and if you're selling more crap, yeah, tell them you're selling those granola bars. Tell them I gave them to you, you know, future champion out here. You know.
Oh, you competing?
Me competing.
Oh, well, I wish you luck.
Dubious Dave.
Dubious Dave, right? Yeah, I wish you luck, Dave.
Thanks, Randy. And he sort of just walks away, and you can tell that even though he's sort of pissed off at this whole the Count bringing his goons in, he's got like a sinister look, and he knows what he's up to now. He's got his plans in motion.
All right. Moving on, Shiashi, what's your plan?
She's gonna try to find the rat crew.
Okay,
So we're following that plot line now, huh?
roll investigation with disadvantage.
Boy. Eight.
You sort of see the footprints of the rats, kind of from where your cart was, when you got the for when you got the started unloading the cores. you see the footprints from the rats who presumably ended up stealing the core, but they there's a lot of footprints, and at a certain point they just all break off, and you don't know which group of rats had the core.
She's gonna follow one of them at random.
Okay. I'm gonna say just roll me actually odd or even.
Even.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay, so you managed to follow this this set of footprints to a little hole in the wall about 5 hangars over from yours.
Is this an actual hangar itself, or is it just sort of like an area that's blocked off, like in between the walls?
It's inside the walls.
What are these,
They're in the fucking walls.
what are the walls made of?
These walls are made of mostly stone and metal.
Would acid be able to go through it?
Hold on. Checking that out real quick. I know I have a DC list for that. Hold on. Right, okay. You can definitely try.
Sure, yeah, I'm gonna try to focus it around the hole, so that I don't actually get like an extra... I don't actually break into any hangars or anything.
Alright. Just roll me a d20 plus your magic, your spellcasting bonus. I know it's normally a
Sure.
DC here, but you're trying to beat the walls DC.
17.
17.
Mhm.
The stone on the wall kind of starts melting, but the moment you get to the metal part, it's like the sort of reinforcement. It just kind of halts.
Cool.
It's the hole you've made is bigger, but it's not big enough for even you to crawl through.
So, is there only metal left?
There's only metal left, yes.
Shiashi is going to use Shocking Grasp on the metal.
What does this do?
It is lightning that comes from my hands.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's a lightning spell.
So you're basically trying to electrically charge this fucking piece of metal.
Yep.
What goal do you have in mind here?
This can only end well.
Either like get the rats to come out, or I don't know, just fucking kill them in the walls
Nothing
so that they don't bother us
really,
later.
Nothing really happens.
Okay. All right. She's going to figure that that's one way or another. That's all she's going to be able to do. So she's going to walk off now.
Alrighty.
Maybe later on she's going to try to follow the other trails, but that's probably the only one that actually led anywhere.
Gotcha.
Fucking marvelous.
Okay. Moving on. Bones, what's your plan?
I was gonna fucking see if the blacksmiths needed any direct help with smithing or building things.
They say they, one of the sort of talkative ones says that they don't particularly need much help, but if you want to sort of give them more direction on how you want your plane, they would certainly love
Terrific.
that help. Because
I am fucking... I don't think I do have anything specific.
right. The sort of the
Otherwise, I guess I'm gonna see if I can fucking help Tysus.
All right then. Suppose since he's already rolled decent investigation, are you going to try and investigate another part of town, or
Probably.
Okay. Well, you could keep investigating hangars with other people in it, or you could try asking around town to sort of see what's.
I'm gonna fucking. I'm not one for stealth, so I'm gonna ask around town.
All right. I'm gonna ask you to roll. Yeah, probably still. Actually, just flat. Let's go flat charisma for this.
Flat charisma. Oh boy! So a D20.
Before Bones heads out, is it possible for me to give Bones Bardic Inspiration?
I actually forgot to remove Bones' inspiration from last time. You've already. Actually, let's see.
Since I didn't realize that was going to be an issue.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're probably fine because I've already rolled, and it's 18.
Okay. All right.
18. Okay.
Just flat fucking 18 because I have no modifier, positive or negative, for charisma.
Alrighty. Well, flat 18. Okay, that's good. You managed to ask around town. Is there? What are you asking about? Do you want to know about like a particular?
I want to know what the kind of championess competition is, like the one that everybody's like, oh yeah, they're totally gonna fucking win.
Oh, okay, yeah. You learn very quickly and very easily from a lot of really helpful people around town who seem, honestly, really into the competition, that not only has this been around as a competition in this particular territory for longer than you would ever expect for it to have been without, hearing of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the champion is this almost mythical figure to them. Not obviously, he's human, and he's, kind of aged at this point. He's sort of a 20-year veteran of this sort of competition. And his name is actually, I came up with a name for him earlier, but I don't remember it. I think it was like what was that? What was that, Paul?
His name's Ace. Ace Combat.
Fuck off.
I fucking winced when you said Ace for completely different reasons.
It's
from Tough Guy.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm coming up with a new name on the spot. There was. How about Go Gungus? No, he's
Gungus.
He's a human. Fuck off.
He's a Gungan. Yeah.
Go Gungus. No, he's fuck. I gotta say, in my mind, I've just been calling him Mihai because of fucking Ace Combat.
Mihai? Because of Ace Combat? God fucking!
Because he might as well be Mr. X.
Do we just want to call him Mr. X? Like, that's the fucking name he goes by for
Pilot X.
Fuck it. All right, Pilot X
Pilot
is sort
X.
of his nickname. Why not? And
Secretly the
is
brother
it-
of
is it-
Speed
God,
Racer.
I'm
And-
getting flashbacks to a certain gorilla.
Hold on. Very long name generator. Let's just fucking
God.
make
No!
him. Let's just make him a Mihai clone while we can.
Die.
Hold on.
I'm literally begging you to stop.
Okay.
About to fucking regret everything.
About to. I already do. Do you regret your decisions?
Hold
It's
on.
too late now.
I hate when they have a quiz. Just give me like a fucking just give me like a list of really stupid long names. Okay. That's not the kind of name I was looking for.
God.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, okay, now this is... Oh, no, I can only have 3 given names. Fine.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay, never mind, this is fine.
What?
And the name they give you is... The name they give you when you ask for, like, what his actual name is, not just Pilot X. You get Joseph, Robert, Frank, William, Thomas, Robert, Charles, Henry, James...
Oh, the fuck down! Put that in chat!
This
you
man is
piece
named
of shit.
Robert at least 3 times.
Put that in fucking D&D chat. I'm not trying to write this out based on you
I'm
fucking
not remembering
reading
that.
this.
I've already forgotten what it was, because I was just reading off, like, a shitload of different names!
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
You know what? I've decided. I'm sorry. Joseph Robert James Franklin IV. That's his full fucking name. There we go.
Nope.
Done.
No, you got it? What the fuck is this? All I fucking
Just call it-
remember is it went Joseph Robert James and then fucking stop. Like, that is when information ceased to go in.
There we go. It is there
Oh
in
no,
D&D General.
this is the
Nope.
one now.
Thomas, Charles, John, Robert, Joseph, William, Frank, T. Terrell, 34.
The
Jesus
34.
fucking Christ.
34.
This is why I'm fucking writing this shit down. I thought. Oh my
To,
God. Fucking- I hate this.
the name I
Anyways,
it could be
Pilot
worse
X.
because this is the name that I was fucking trying to parody.
Okay, stop it. Anyways, fucking Pilot
Natalie
X. Here,
Dimitri
Thomas.
Margarita Cornelius.
Yeah.
I can't even read that.
Mihai, Dimitru, Margarita, Cornelio, Leopold. Okay, no.
Anyway,
Anyway,
what else do I fucking find out about him with my 18?
you find out that he is undefeated entirely in this
Right.
competition, and he's been dominating it for, well, basically the 20 years that he's been flying in it. He
So what you're saying is
sounds-
cheat. Got it.
I'm not saying that in particular.
I'm kidding. Kind of.
Hold on, I'll just post his name in chat.
Just call him fucking Pilot X.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Asshole.
This dude just went to the top of my shit list. He's dying as fast as
Oh
possible.
my god, yeah. He's you get the idea that he's pretty reclusive for the most part. Like, most people haven't even met him. And he's been using the same Skyfighter this entire time. If you were to take a look at it, maybe you could get more sort of clued in on what kind of what you're up against. But no one really knows, at least from what you can gather within just this week, no one really knows where he keeps his plane.
Right.
He's the rat.
Stop that.
No, God.
So,
He's in charge of the rats.
we don't know where his fucking plane is kept. Right.
Did you say no one knows where his plane is? Not even him?
No. No, I
Damn
wouldn't
it.
say that. He knows where the plane is.
Okay.
So we can intimidate the information out of him.
No one really seems to know where he is.
Right.
Alright, that's all I can really do for
That
this week.
seems like that's for that for
Yeah.
me.
Sorial, what are you doing?
Lovely. I did write down a short breakdown of the absolute bullshit I wanted to do. And we're gonna start with information gathering, like everyone else, because I don't know where the fuck we are.
We're all
In
fucking
character.
info gathering.
In character.
Good.
In character. I need to specify. I know where we are out of character, but Sorial's a clueless moron.
Oh yeah, also I'd let Kaisis know what I fucking found in the others too.
Likewise, I'm telling the whole group.
Hey, player.
Yeah?
How would you rule locate object?
Oh!
Oh no. Oh no. But
Oh! Yo. I like this plan. I like this plan a lot.
Okay,
hold on, locate object.
well, you
Gotta
gotta
check
be
this
within
now.
1,000 feet of the object. Just let me...
Let's. What is a spell? What is a spell? Let's read the spell. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of its location as long as it's within 1,000 feet of you. If it's in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Uh-oh.
That is why I asked how you would rule it.
Okay, yeah. If you need to have seen it up close within 30 feet, maybe if you could get, like, a poster of it or something.
Sure.
Maybe, but I'd make you go... I don't know. I'd make you roll something with disadvantage for that.
So,
But there's something that I can do even without that.
Oh?
Yeah, it does specify the spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it, blah blah blah. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. Unless there's lead in between you, in which case you're fucked.
Yeah, it doesn't happen to have a castle made of lead, does it?
No.
a breakdown of what you've already told us. This man is a local hero. He's been competing in this for 20 years, and he's used the same jet every time. I feel like that would be promotional material at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there's two things that I can do. The first one is I'm going to go back to the rat hole.
Wait, hold on. Just kind of skipped a lot of turns
yeah.
here. It's Sorial's turn.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. You guys want to go?
There's some people that got jumped there.
Oh my god!
Many turns. It's Sorial's turn.
I entirely forgot about Sorial.
It's Sorial, then it's Kaisis.
And then it's Dave again, and then it's...
I was gonna do it as like a reaction to hearing that stuff, but
No.
no? Okay.
I just hear people start talking about doing something. I'm like, okay, I'm here.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You're fine. As I was saying, though, yeah, Sorial is going to do much the same as everyone else in info gathering. Specifically, what he wants to do is go to a, what's that? He wants to go to a, fairly frequently populated, like a cafe or something where people hang out and talk about recent gatherings, and just figure out exactly what's happening in the competition in general, like what to expect out of the fights in the sky. Like, are we ramming people? Are we shooting weapons? And how that's gone in the past, basically.
Well, you managed to get... wait, actually, hold on. Have you rolled investigation yet?
I have not. I was waiting for you to cue me. Knock, knock. It's,
Or wait, actually,
fucking
wait.
hate
Since
you.
you're asking around, right?
yeah.
Add your charisma modifier.
That I can do! That's a 14.
Okay. You managed to...
That's not bad.
You managed to... you ask around town, and, you don't find as many helpful people as Bones did, but you do manage to get at least the information that you're looking for. These planes use basically magical ranged weaponry. Some even pack magic missile. It's, really just up to the artificer and who builds them. But at the end of the day, you're going to be shooting. You're going to have you're not sure how much shooting you're going to be doing, like how much, like if you're going to be working with limited ammo. You don't know if you're going to be shooting arrows or whatever, but You can tell for the most part that you're not going to be ramming these things into each other. They're a little bit too fragile for that.
Good, good. I don't want to play aerial bumper cars. Sorial does relay this information to everyone and gets a horrible idea in his head. But we'll get to that later.
Oh no. I swear to God, if you're going to be playing chicken with someone...
Do you think that little of me? You're half right.
Yes. Okay. Moving back. Kaisis, what are you doing on week 2?
Exactly like I said, scoping out the competition. Let's do this.
Okay. Well, you managed to, actually, you decide to kind of go out and investigate other people than the sort of, than those dwarves that you saw. Or do
How
you
many
want to
teams
look,
are there?
from what you can tell, that's something you gotta find out.
I'll spend a day doing that real quick.
Okay, roll investigation again.
Okay. Bam. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay. You managed to gather, for this, there seems to be about, I actually didn't come up with a solid number here. I had a few ones in mind, but I didn't have the entire, field planned out. I'm gonna say there's about 16 teams that you managed to
16. Got it.
uncover. And there are a few independent people as well. One of which is that Pilot X you've heard about.
Gotcha. And so he runs away with it all the fucking time?
Yeah.
I'm going to follow him today, if I can.
You don't see him.
Right.
You just
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk to the other artificers in town and find out who works for him.
All right. Roll me charisma.
Nat 20. Holy shit.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Fuck.
Is there any artificer in particular you want to sort of talk to start?
Is there a spot where they all gather after a day's work? That kind of thing?
You could go down to the
local watering hole or something like that, everybody.
Yeah, the local tavern. You could go check that out.
I'm going to go there, and I'm going to start up a conversation, see who I know, and if anyone is feeling a little talkative or that could be pulled out of them with some monetary value, I will do that as well.
Well, since you rolled a nat 20, I'm going to say you struck up a conversation with kind of this this older, sort of more bombastic-looking artificer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been loud at the bar. He's kind of boasting about his plane that's won so many.
Gotcha.
So many tournaments, and so you strike up a conversation with him, and he's very talkative. And he says he kind of asks you what you're after.
I just tell him I'm a big fan. I'd like to know more. I heard about this. I've seen it before in, my local paper, things like that. And I finally made the trip to the town, and I would love to know more about how the sport works.
All right. Well, he kind of tells you much of what kind of Sorial had been told about, like, how it works.
Yep.
You've already heard this information, so you kind of...
Yeah, I act like I'm, soaking it in and learning, that kind of thing.
But then he kind of starts boasting a little bit about how for the past 20 years, a plane of his design has won every single time.
And I'll ask him, do you still work on it? Are you working closely with the pilot? I think I've heard about that plane, so on and so forth.
He kind of happily obliges and tells you, he still repairs it after every competition, and he has a very good relationship with Mr. Terrell.
Excellent. I am studying this guy's features and making sure I know who he is.
All right, he's this sort of older man. Looks to be kind of he's human. Looks to be sort of in his early 70s, late 60s. He's,
Gotcha.
He's kind of got a bit of a, he's balding, definitely.
Yep.
And for someone of his age, though, he's still in really good shape. Like he's
Gotcha.
Gotcha. I'll be up in a bit. Yeah, we've got
cool.
Words.
I'll buy him a couple more drinks. And when he's good and sloshed, and seems like he's staggering, I'm gonna get him to where he's like barely able to stand up, and then I'm gonna offer to walk him home.
Okay.
Clever son of a bitch.
Yeah. Roll charisma for me one more time with advantage, since
Okay.
you've already befriended him.
Ooh, that's a nat one. Thank God I'm doing this with advantage. 18.
Okay. Yeah. You and he kind of click real well. You're both having like a pretty good time talking with each other, and he's gone at this point pretty much.
Awesome.
Like he's slurring over his words. He's blinking one eye before the other.
Excellent.
That's
exactly
super
what I want.
slosh.
And
The whole time I'm just sipping like one, maybe two drinks. I'm just drinking with him, but I'm not drinking fast.
yeah. And once you offer to sort of take him home, he kind of brushes it off at first, but after a little bit of friendly concern, you manage to convince him, and he sort of he kind of says, "All right, let's go," and he sort of stumbles over himself and kind of
Keep the act up. I'm gonna sing like common songs with him as we walk home. Just keep the whole appeal going.
Yep. He's kind of leading the way, kind of relying on you for a bit of support, though. And eventually you get to this, you get to what looks like a small shack, kind of on the outskirts of town. And behind this shack is, well, it's one of those concrete strips that you saw kind of coming into town. And
Gotcha.
when you open the door to sort of get him home, sort of get him inside, you notice that this shack, it's kind of shabby looking on the outside. It's not particularly, it looks like a home for, someone, but it doesn't look like anywhere where you could make a plane. However, you do see you see something a bit odd, but you can't, it seems off, but you can't quite place it.
Gotcha. What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, something about
Obviously,
something about this shack is off. Like there might be more to it than you're seeing.
Up or down do I feel?
You're feeling down.
Got it. Thank you. All right, that's all I need.
All right. That's
I will head back to our hangar and remember the pathway back.
gotcha.
And let everybody know what my night involved.
Alrighty. Moving on to Dave. What are you doing for week 2?
Dave is pretty happy with the information he's got. So now he wants to really test things out because he has no idea what the hell he's even pilot like before he starts doing his devious schemes. So he's gonna basically go and train. Let's do a training montage.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Just going to grab some new music real quick here.
Oh
We're beginning your training arc.
yeah, Dubious Dave training montage is gonna
Hold on.
come out of Ultra Instinct.
Just need to new tab. A dubious little Dave, indeed. Hold on, just trying to find whichever music I'm looking for here.
So,
Man,
for
I
the
really
players,
did get a horrible idea.
real quick, guys, how many shot cores do we have?
How many what?
Dead
If I
cores.
recall correctly, we had 2 dead cores.
2, yeah.
Yeah, we had 2, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Man, okay, hold on.
You got this.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll definitely work. Okay, hold
Oh
on.
boy. Yo, let's go.
Alright, so you get loaded up in the Artificer's sort of resident demo plane. They've taken this sort of, they've taken a few hours out pretty much each day of this week to sort of practice with you, since you've requested it of them.
Yeah.
And this cockpit is admittedly pretty complicated. Like, you don't know what half of these buttons do. And they're going to sort of teach you a little bit as you kind of learn. But for now, they're just kind of keeping it simple. They point out to you where the throttle is and where the sort of pitch, yaw, roll controls are. And for now, they're just going to have you go up into the sky and kind of do, you know, a few moves and then try landing.
Alright. So, quick question for my own sake. Is this cockpit like a fighter jet in which I'm enclosed, or is it open, like old World War II style?
This is this demo plane to start. It's pretty much the real deal. It doesn't have any guns on it or anything, but this is it might as well be. It's a trainer plane. So
Okay.
You're,
So what I'm saying though, does it have like a glass canopy, or is
You've
it
got
just
a glass,
open? Okay.
You've got a glass canopy.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's pilot for a bit before I start doing some bullshit.
All right, yeah. So you they start you off with a little
Things you never want to hear.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of teach you how to start up the plane, and you manage to do so. And now they're going to start you off with a little takeoff. So
Alrighty.
I'm going to have you roll a d6 for this.
Ooh, a D6. It's been a while since I rolled one of those. Alright. Let's see what D6 gets me. A 5!
Okay, you lift this plane up pretty smoothly. Maybe a little bit of turbulence to start, and you're not quite sure how to lift those wheels back up into the plane yet. But, you know, you do pretty well.
Alright.
You're flying now. And, they've sort of explained to you how the sort of pitch and yaw controls work. So if you want to sort of experiment with that, try and turn the plane, I'm going to have you roll another d6.
Alright, let's do the plane. Let's do some cool, like, real sharp turns for a bit.
Okay, it's going
No,
sharp to
not
start.
sharp, not sharp. Just standard turns.
So, some standard turns. All right.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Ooh, a 4. Not too
Okay.
bad. Not too
No.
shabby.
You kind of do it slowly to start. You're kind of getting a feel for it, figuring it out. But you manage to sort of roll the plane on its side and sort of to its side a little bit and sort of pull up on the stick a little bit, and you manage to turn a little bit. You turn pretty much a full 90 degrees, and you balance out the plane pretty fine, though there is a little bit of shaking.
Yeah, let's try like decreasing and then like decreasing altitude and then going back up.
All right. So yeah. I'm assuming you're just going to like tilt the nose down and then tilt it.
Yeah,
back
like
up.
a basically like a roller coaster motion.
Since this is a pretty easy way to do it, unless you're like going into almost nosedive and then pulling up.
No, just like standard. We're not nosediving yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yet.
I would say roll 2d6 with it, or like roll a d6 with advantage.
Ooh, okay. So, one's a 5, and the second one is also a 5. Nice 5s.
All right. Yeah. You do it pretty dang well. Like it's not the most impressive trick, but you're getting the hang of this. It's not the most difficult thing.
All right. So I'm starting to get a hang of it. I'm gonna do something a bit risky. I'm gonna briefly open the cockpit. No tricks just yet. Just see how it feels. Like the canopy.
You're opening the canopy?
I'm opening the canopy.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
I'm not like unbuttoning or anything. I'm just opening the canopy. No tricks, just opening it.
Aren't you in the air?
The canopy flies off.
Oh,
You're not
That's how
supposed
it
to.
works.
Wait, actually, no. Never mind. You're up in the air. The pressure doesn't allow the canopy to open that easily.
oh, right. Okay. This is Dave testing it out. Remember, these are like medieval planes.
Yeah,
so.
that is. Yeah, these are like fighter jets in the medieval. Yeah, if you
Oh, like
open that, just
biplanes?
saying, if you. Well, no. These aren't
okay.
biplanes. These are like full-on fucking fighter jets, but they're in
Yeah.
medieval times, so it's kind of. I understand the confusion. Don't open the cockpit. If you do it, you're not great.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Good. No, that's good to know. This helps me out a fair bit.
Shit.
Let's see. I'm gonna do one trick before we start landing.
All right, what trick are you going for?
I think let's try spinning.
That's
The
a
most
good
dubious
trick.
trick.
That's a good trick.
All right, so you figure that the best way to do this is to just hit the roll, and roll me a d6.
All right. A 6.
You do the cleanest. You do the cleanest barrel roll that you could possibly do at your level.
Let's go.
It's pretty clean. It sure is a barrel roll. And so now you're done with this training for now. You want to go in for a landing?
Yeah, let's start landing.
Alrighty. You roll me a d12 for this.
Oh, a D12. We're getting adventurous.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, let's D12. What you got for me? An 8.
Okay. You bring the plane down onto the runway, and you kind of you forget at first to bring the gear back down, but then you remember, oh yeah, I kind of have to do that, and then you kind of you skid on your wheels a little bit, accidentally kind of lift the plane back up just kind of through jitteriness, but then you manage to sort of safely touch back down on the runway, and you are fine.
Alrighty.
Congratulations.
Not bad.
You now have, after that sort of successful thing, you now have a +1 to your maneuverability in the actual tournament.
Let's
Or battle
fucking
royale.
go. Skilled Dave. Not bad for my first try, eh?
Yeah. So just a brief explanation about how this sort of thing would work is you're going to have I don't remember the full stat sheet. I would need to mostly because it's been in my head and I need to actually write it down. But there are sort of 3 primary things of sort of attack, maneuverability, and attack, maneuverability, and defense, which kind of will mostly be based on your plane stats, but also skill earned through training. This will be rolled primarily with. It depends on the sort of stat and the ability of the plane, which I will have to sketch out this week. But there will be. This is a pretty weird system, all things considered.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, like, essentially, though, if you've got lower maneuverability, you're not going to be able to maneuver behind or dodge shots as quickly, but you won't need to if your defense is high enough, because if your armor plating is, good, you won't be able to... your plane will take a lot more hits before it can go down. And attack is...
More armor means slower, though, yeah?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of... that's we're doing a whole... rock paper scissors here.
Yeah, it's rock paper scissors, and yeah, attack can beat defense. Defense can beat maneuverable, or I'm not entirely certain the full.
Well,
thing,
yeah.
It's something that I got to sketch out pretty quick, but it is something that I've had in my head for a while. But yeah, now Dave has sort of a permanent +1 to his maneuverability, no matter what his plane looks like.
Hell yeah. I'm the best, after all.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are moving on to Shiashi.
So I did forget that there's a turn order. So I'm gonna do one of the things that I wanted to before, and then wait for a little bit more information on Mr. X before I try to find his plane.
Okay.
So for now,
real quick, can I relay the information that I found his mechanic, and I got a weird vibe about his place?
Yeah, you've already relayed that information.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Well, actually, do you think you would have relayed that at the end of the week, or?
As soon as I got back, I'd be like, guys, I got news. Because Bone said that this was the champion for 20 years running, so, that's pertinent information.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Shiashi.
Cool.
You just kind of...
So, just to really hammer it in, she's gonna go back to the rat hole, and she's gonna see if she can sense out the rat core with a locate object.
Good fucking god.
Hell yeah. Honestly, this is a problem avoided. I'm down for it.
You don't detect it.
Okay.
You're not getting the fucking rat core.
The rats
can try.
evade. The rats evade your gazing eye once again.
I have a very specific plan for the rats. I know exactly where they are.
At all times.
I have
The GM
22 more
knows
turns
all.
to find them.
You gotta do something other than just hunting down rats. I know you're a
That's
cat.
what you think.
It would actually.
You're
be-
gonna get into that fucking plane and not know where the fucking ignition key is.
Don't worry about that.
All right.
What is a landing gear?
The bottom.
Who the fuck needs landing gears?
They get it in a plane and it's got a stick shift.
Just find a body of water.
All right. Oh, by the way, Maria, I'm just gonna ask, how good would Bones be able to handle having basically an entire arsenal at her fingertips?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
I've got good news. Someone's gonna benefit from the bullshit that's about to happen.
Okay, now I guess, is that Shiashi's turn?
I'm fine with that.
Okay,
We have a lot to get through, so it's whatever.
yeah, okay, Bones, your turn.
Fuck. I genuinely don't know. Fucking, I guess I'm gonna go get some practice with the plane shit as well, while they're quote finding where Mr. Racer Plane Guy X is.
Racer X.
Racer X, fucking...
Speed Racer.
Racer X, Pilot X, Mr. X, fucking...
X-Man, whatever.
X-Man! Professor X! I should have
God.
named him.
Anyways, fucking. So yeah, guess we're finding more info on that. because stealth ain't my thing, and I don't want to fucking raise too many alarms of me going around constantly asking questions. Fucking... I guess I'm also gonna go train with the fucking plane a bit.
Alright. You can have a more difficult time fitting in the cockpit than Dave did, but eventually, with enough seat adjustment, you managed to fit in pretty alright. It's not too uncomfortable because you're... Like, it's kind of hard to dig into you in any way, so you're pretty much fine. You know, they kind of go through with you where the throttle is and all that stuff. The landing gear, the fact that you probably should not try to disengage the cockpit canopy.
Probably not.
And, you know, all the controls and whatnot. Everything they went through with Dave. So they just kind of tell you to start with a takeoff.
Right, and that's a D6, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. It didn't come through. All I heard was a from your mic, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Might be.
Anyways, right. That's a fucking 2 right there.
Okay.
Here we go! Dice don't like me!
You managed to take off, but it's shaky. It's you kind of bring the plane off the runway for a little bit, and then you come back down, and then eventually you manage to wrestle with the controls enough to get the plane off the ground.
Probably having a fucking hard time using the controls considering how tight I'm in it.
Yeah. You're kind of like you're... They're actually taking notes as they notice you kind of struggling with that. You're like, the control stick is like kind of slapping up between your legs before it reaches its
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So you managed to do all that, and you're up in the air now. You kind of have... So you're up in the sky, and you could really do anything. You could try out the controls, kind of figure out what you're trying to do.
I am interested in seeing how much this fucking plane is willing to take endurance-wise. And by that I mean I'm going to try and do some fucking hard turns and see how the plane responds.
All right.
What do you want me to roll for?
Roll me a d12.
D12?
Yeah.
Fucking 12. That cockeyed. That's a 6 right in the middle.
All right. Yeah, you do, it takes a little bit of struggling, but you manage to get this plane in a very hard turn. Like, you're going pretty fast at this point, and you manage to, even being like a half construct, you feel the G's of that turn. It's pretty rough. But, being a... Oh god, I just realized that you being actually genuinely a bloodless being means you could probably, do post-stall maneuvers without issue. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Let's go.
I don't know if I want to give you the fucking Flying Fortress now. Shit.
No, we got a ringer.
So to
Don't
be
worry,
fair,
I can make it worse.
To be fair, I believe there is technically an equivalent of blood for Warforged. Hold on.
I don't think so, because you don't need to breathe. You don't need to.
No, there's a weird way they're fucking constructed.
It'd be like oil, but like.
It's pure vegetable oil.
Yeah. Clarified butter running through your veins.
Quote, the skin of a warforged is made of hard materials like metal or stone. Beneath lay a skeleton made of similar materials, and the musculature made up of leather, wooden fibers, or leather-like material. Throughout the body are vessels resembling the circulatory, complete with a blood-like fluid.
Okay, never mind. You're not a bloodless being.
No.
It's
not blood, but it's a blood-like thing.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Yes, I have a circulatory system.
So,
No, I don't need either that, but it still is what... Think of it like a fucking hydraulic system.
If
It's
you were
Fanta
to,
soda.
If you were to suddenly have the blood rush entirely out of a part of your body, what do you think would happen?
I'd assume it'd be fucking real not good, considering, yeah, I can feel pain.
Yeah, okay. Doing a turn that sharp is physically painful. You
Right.
feel the G-force in that.
But the plane itself is fucking able to take that?
Yeah, the plane itself is fine.
Right. Obviously now with the fucking... I cannot rip that hard on it for a turn. Fucking... Let's see if I can... nah, I don't want to fucking do something too crazy. I think that's the craziest thing I'm gonna do right now. So probably gonna try and figure out just how to fucking land at this point safely.
All right.
D6?
Yeah, D12 for landing because it's a bit more difficult than taking off.
All right, time to see if I know how to land or land with style. That fucking rolled all over my desk onto an 11.
All right.
Wow.
You bring this thing down, and you know, despite like maybe a little bit of wiggling coming in, you land it nearly perfectly. Wheels touch, and you just kind of let it run across the runway, and then you brake, and yeah, it works. It works out well enough.
Right.
And you now have a +1 to defense from that experience with a with the funny high G turn.
One.
All right, and now moving on to Sorial.
All right. So, DM to DM. I know what it's like to have a player that walks in and goes, "I'm going to set everything on fire." So this is going to be your out. Sorial is going to confirm the rules of the game before he goes any further in modifications or any kind of bullshit that he has planned. This is your out, Piper. Please take it. You know what is about to happen.
Sorry, I zoned out. What's up?
Rules checking.
Okay, DM to DM, I know what it's like to have a player walk in and set everything on fire, so this is your out. Sorial is going to confirm the rules of the game before he goes forward in any kind of plane modification, is how he is spending this week, is just studying the implicit rules of the game.
Okay.
So this is your out.
The only real
Anything goes, go nuts.
The only real rules you seem to see is like, don't die.
Oh shit. Alright.
Like this.
Not
it's
even don't kill, just don't die.
It's a free for all up in the air.
It's amazing.
Okay. Your funeral.
I don't know what to
Gave
tell
you an
you.
out. I gave you an out.
There's no out for me here.
That's how I spent my week, was just studying that, so that's
Just
That's
studying
my turn.
don't die, lol.
Sorial
Alright.
canonically just sorted through just about every possible ruling and such he could find. Like
Alright,
even any instance of somebody doing something that made everyone go, "Hold on a minute here,"
You
and studied the ruling for that.
you find yourself really just coming across a lot of basically almost like kind of photo finishes where like planes crash into each other and it's not certain which one exploded first, or if like a wing got taken off on both planes and they both kind of crashed at almost the same time but not quite. It's
Are these instances where they were intentionally ramming each other or just bad steering?
you've seen a bit of both.
Okay, next.
Yeah, okay. Back to Kaisis.
Alright. Who else? Are there any other like repeating contenders that have done well in this tournament right now that I know of?
Well, there are a few kind of that that you might have
Let's
heard
say
of?
I've already we're just doing top 8 returning champions or returning contenders.
Any returning champion other than
Wait.
Terrell
Yeah.
is dead at this point.
Cool. Yeah, so top 8 returning competitors.
Yeah. You hear about a few people, kind of at the, sort of in the second place, you hear of this guy named, fuck, I didn't come up with a name for him either. All I know is that he's got the sort of...
Let me ask this:
he's
are
captain.
most of the heavy hitters solo players?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Only Terrell is the only solo player that has consistently placed super high. Second
Got
place sort of flies for a team called Team Pegasus,
Got it.
known as Captain Vance. We'll go with Captain Vance.
Fuck.
Okay.
And he is this he's this half orc, he's kind of also a local hero to an extent, and everyone you sort of ask about him, well, and pictures you've seen, he seems to be sort of like a very I don't know quite how to put it. He's very he's almost the opposite of Terrell. He's the kind of town hero who shows up at every event and, kind of in juxtaposition to kind of what you would expect from most half-orcs. He seems to be a very friendly, nice guy.
Okay.
And, kind of the virtuous hero type, almost.
Let's check them out.
All right. Unlike Terrell, again, you managed to actually find the Team Pegasus hangar really quickly. And, because, it's pretty much the most fancy looking one in the town. It's got a huge, metal Pegasus, sculpted kind of hanging right, kind of right on one of the corners of it. And it's a beacon for sure.
Gotcha. All right, cool. I'm just gonna do usual scouting around, see what I can find, see what their plans are, how they're building their craft, that kind of stuff. Now that we're a couple weeks in.
Well, just so it might seem, or just fuck, what's just
So it may
good. So it may seem you showed up at a really damn good time, because you hear the sound of some engines warming up.
Perfect.
And over on their runway, you see a blue plane. It's painted like bright blue with some red accents, and it looks really damn good. There's high quality craftsmanship on it, and once it starts going on the runway, it's
as I approach, disguise self, I'm gonna make myself look like a pit crew from one of the different teams I've heard about.
all right.
Am I within 60 feet of this plane?
You are within, I'd say 100 feet at this point of the plane.
I'm going to dash to close the gap and try to get in range of 60 feet before it takes off.
Because of how fast this thing is, it is really, this thing is ridiculously fast.
Okay.
You don't manage to do it.
Got it. I'm going to hunker down and wait for another person to start taking off, hanging in that 60 feet range.
Not much happens for a little bit.
I'll keep an eye on what's going on, that kind of thing. But
yeah, for now you just see this blue plane. First thing you see it do is break the sound barrier, almost immediately after takeoff. And then you just see it kind of flying around doing tricks, kind of going in and out of supersonic speed. And it is kind of a sight to behold. You get the feeling...
Looks like they know what they're doing.
You get the feeling from both the paint job and the, the way they're flying, you get the feeling that's Vance's plane.
Got it. Oh, you know what? As he comes in for a landing, am I going to be in range?
Most likely, yes. You've kind of brought yourself up kind of near their hangar at this point.
Got it.
You will be within 60 feet by the time that.
As he comes in for a landing, I'm gonna cast pyrotechnics on his the back engine that's spitting out fire, calling for smoke.
Man, if we get fucking caught, we're gonna be seen as the biggest villains in this.
I'm calling smoke on that. So black smoke spreads out from his engine in a 20-foot radius, moving around corners. The area is heavily obscured. Basically, I'm trying to make it look like something went wrong with his engine, so they waste time trying to fix that.
All right. Well, you see almost immediately as this happens. You see the canopy, like, fly open, like, faster than, like, it should. Like, you see kind of a fist sort of punch it open. And then immediately this pretty big half-orc dressed up in, like, sort of like a leather flight jacket, kind of a... It's actually pretty similar to yours, just without all the pockets.
Yep.
And, you know, he's wearing, He's wearing some, he's wearing flight gear, pretty much, but, like, you know, the cool kind of flight gear, and, aviator sunglasses, where the fuck did he get those?
Yeah.
And you see him sort of pop out of the, oh yeah, he's also got a scarf, that's another thing he's got.
Got it.
You see him sort of, kind of leap out of this cockpit and sort of, sprint around and look at the, look at this, at the damage, I guess.
Gotcha. I'm booking it out of there. I don't care if I'm seen on or not, because I'm disguised as a pit crew.
Yeah. He kind of looks over at you and kind of raises an eyebrow, but doesn't really think much of it.
Cool.
God.
And I will come back and convey the flight maneuvers and, you know, just kind of the assessment of information from what I saw from that team.
All right, moving on to Dave. Week 3, what are you doing?
So Dave now has a feel for wands. He's got his schemes are roughly in check. He's still gonna practice eventually, but it's time for the first Dave customization. Scheme number 1.
Oh god. Okay. So you approach the artificers and ask for, and ask if, like, if you can sort of direct their customization, what they've kind of got done so far. And they direct you to, kind of in the corner of the hangar, this sort of smaller, wider plane that they're making for you. Ooh. And it's not done yet. It doesn't have the wings on, but they've got sort of a pretty decent part of the fuselage done right now.
Okay. Hey, I still put this down. So Dave's basically going to unfurl from his backpack 3 pretty sizable cloths that just say Dubious Dave Rocks on it. Like, just what? Clear plain advertising. He's like, all right, listen.
Rocks.
This is good. Yeah. Dubious Dave rocks. He's cool. Dubious Dave brings out his, these flyers. He's like, okay. So after doing the spin, I thought about it for a moment. What if, and hear me out, you attach these to my wings and like the back wing and stuff. So that way I can do when it spins, the cloth kind of follows behind me. I can detach it at will. And make sure it's not aerodynamic or whatever. I mean, flies good. I don't know what aerodynamic means because I'm from the fucking medieval ages.
What?
Yeah. Some fucking. Just basically banners. I need to sell my wares, and plus, if I can detach them, I imagine it's gonna look real fucking cool in the style department.
All right.
Other things.
We can maybe work on like a set of hooks to keep your banners in place or something.
Yeah. Now I want to detach them at will. That's important.
Well, yeah. I suppose we could do that. Yeah, okay. We'll get to work on that, Dave.
Alright. Do I have anything else left to do, or because I don't know if that technically counts as like enough of a modification?
No, I think it does. I think it can.
Yeah.
You don't need to like spend a decent amount of time like every week. We do have a limited amount of time here.
Okay, I guess since they're working on that, I'm not gonna double dip, but I think I'm gonna go just. I'm actually gonna just watch some other people practice, because I imagine since now that I know there's professionals doing this, Dave's gonna kind of learn from some of the fancy maneuvers. He's not gonna like do anything mischievous. He just wants to watch, just kind of watch what they do.
All right. Well, based on what you've heard, you could. It sounds like Captain Vance might be a good one to learn from. Maybe, and he seems like a friendly guy as well. So you might be able to maybe even get some teachings from him. Let's
Captain Vance. I never met a half orc I didn't like. Let's meet the master.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Have I noticed some commonality between the aircraft I've seen in terms of how they're built?
They're pretty much all built to go supersonic, from what you can tell.
Is it exterior turbines, that kind of thing, usual stuff?
Yeah, like.
Got it.
From a
All right,
modern
cool.
standpoint, they're all fighter jets or
Awesome.
adjacent.
Cool.
Yeah, but let's go meet Captain Vance. He seems fucking cool.
Yeah, all right. So you're gonna make your way over to the Pegasus hangar, and you're going to see kind of a bunch of people kind of on the like they're hanging out. They're kind of working on this turbine on one of the turbines on Vance's plane, kind of trying to figure out what went wrong with it, or if there was anything wrong with it, or if it was just kind of a weird mishap.
Yeah.
And you see Vance himself just kind of sitting just kind of leaning on a wall nearby, just kind of crossed arms, looking cool as fuck.
So cool. Yeah, you have to imagine this Giga Chad Captain Vance standing there, and just kind of in frame, this little stout man bumbles in with like the doofiest walk you can imagine. He's like, hey, over here.
Huh? Oh, hey, what's up, little man?
My name is Dave, Dubious Dave. I'm from the the guild, adventuring guild up north.
Well, there are a few up north that I can think of. He sort of snaps his fingers and goes, Grey Castle?
Grey Castle, yeah. We've been sent down here to participate in the slow day, and I heard you're a real professional, right?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. Come pretty close to winning a couple times in my career.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that is great. I mean, I've never done this crap before, but so that's why I want to ask. You got any tips for a newbie like me? I really want to, between you and me, I really want to just impress the wife. I mean, she's back home, so I have no idea if she'll hear of this crap, but always good to impress the wife, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I can't say I've got one myself, but if you want to pick up a few tricks, I think you've come to the right place.
All right. Do I owe you anything? I mean, I appreciate this, honestly. The fact that you even let me get over here.
Nah, it's no trouble. I got nothing else to be doing right now anyway. We're 6 months out from the competition itself, and well, once they've done figuring out that problem I've had going on in my plane, well, I reckon I got time to maybe take you into the air and show you a few moves. I do have a passenger seat in my cockpit, of course.
Really? I didn't even know you could have more than one guy on it. That's pretty fancy. You're a real Casanova, ain't you?
Well, I suppose if you want to put it that way, you could.
It's so cool.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There's some fucking sexual tension right now.
There's some overtones.
No, shut up.
This is not fucking right. I don't like this.
I feel like the two questions next are: you ever been up in a cockpit before? Well, no, mister. You ever seen a?
Oh God! No, fucker!
You ever seen Gladiators?
Oh man.
Anyway, yeah, Dave's gonna take him up on his offer.
All right. Fuck, Dave's a married man, and Vance is Vance.
Dave is married?
Yeah, Dave's married. It's mutual respect for this guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
they can be
Things
gay
you learn about Dave.
platonically.
Yeah.
Things you learn about Dave.
Immediately adjusting Sorial's sheet to be asexual. Give me a moment. Oh wait, I already did that. Never mind.
So once
beg your
a
pardon,
little bit of time passes, Vance just kind of striking up small talk, and then eventually the crew just says, "I don't know what the fuck was wrong, man. You're good to go." And yeah, Vance just kind of leads Dave on, kind of puts Dave in the back seat of the plane, and kind of revs the throttle a little bit. So, what's the fastest fighter you've ever been up in before?
Honestly, I just did it like last week for a bit. It's just with like a demo plane. I didn't even know like how to shoot. Whenever it's on it, I don't even know if it shoots.
Well, if you've been in, from what I can tell from that, you've been up in one of the those Warforged. Those Warforged have a demo plane, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that who would be basically like commission and crap.
Yeah. Okay. You might wanna. Well, I suppose you're locked into the seat. You're fine. But, I'll try and take it a little bit easy here. And with that, he goes full throttle.
Fuck.
Immediately. And this plane starts moving. Like you are seeing like the area around you blur, and then he pulls up and you feel your gut sink.
Jeez.
And eventually, you're up in the air. You realize, holy shit, when did we get this high? And then you realize again, wait a minute, oh god, we're upside down right now. And just a little bit after this, you kind of straighten out, and then eventually you hear a boom as the plane feels like it's going faster than ever now. You've reached supersonic speed, and you see Captain Vance in front of you, just having the time of his life, just doing crazy tricks and flips, and he does a barrel roll about twice as impressive as the one you pulled off in the demo plane.
Wow. I mean, hey, it's only twice. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's
See, you didn't so obviously no one can really see Dave up there, but Dave's honestly having a great time. It's much better than cramped, crappy caves. It's good to see the sun be so close up.
Yeah.
And he's definitely enjoying himself, despite the fact that he definitely feels like he's gonna hurl at any moment.
So yeah, you're up there for a while, and every once in a while, Vance will kind of turn back to look at you and be like, "Having fun up here?"
That's pretty good. I'm real curious how you can get this, hunk of junk moving so fast.
Well, for one,
Is it normally like this?
for one, it ain't a hunk of junk, which is why I can make it move like this. I ain't the one making it go past the speed of sound. It's the one making me go past the speed of sound. But I've been working on this plane with my good friend with my good friend Horvath for about 10 years now, and I'd say the old Falcon's more of a beauty than it's ever been before.
You got a name for it?
Yeah, I've named it the Falcon. It's my it's sort of my passion project, because it ain't about winning for me. It's all about just being able to fly this beautiful bird.
Jeez. Who you said you worked on this with?
My friend Horvath. He's my artificer,
horrified. That kind of reminds me. I thought for a damn second you said the name of my cousin Harful. Now, Harful, that rat bass. I don't even think he knows how to move a hammer, much less do something like this. But anyway, off topic. This is real damn impressive. So is it normally like this, in the fight and all that, this fast?
Well, I'll be going this fast, that's for sure. There's not a lot of people that like to go as fast as me. But every now and again, some hotshot will come along and try to beat my speed. It's kind of fun, actually. I always enjoy when someone does that.
Well, considering the speed of this, you got me hooked. So if you're looking for a real competition, Dave just points at himself. I'm right here.
Well, you know what? If you think you can handle it, I hope to see you up there.
Good talk.
And a little bit after that, he lands the plane perfectly. It's
Wow.
clear he's been flying this thing for a long time. He knows every in and out of this plane.
All right. So, Dave's going to thank him for his time. He's going to go back to the hangar, and he's going to look at the two warforged, right? He's going to look at them for a bit. He's like, make plane go fast now.
All right. We weren't exactly having the most fast plane in mind for you, but with what we've got right now, if you want speed, we could change up our design a little bit.
Can you
Alright.
stop sounding so fucking gay doing this?
I am sorry. It's just how I
Please,
am.
I had to put the goth in a box. Stop.
Oh my. It's the battle.
This is so fucking funny.
You ever gone this fast before?
Listen, I wanted Vance to be like a real smooth talker,
Yeah, well, you
Never been in that
You
cockpit
succeeded.
before?
Dude's fucking slid into bed is what's happening here.
Ever seen a drunk man naked?
Oh, fuck. Have you ever seen a half-orc naked?
God damn it, there it is.
God.
Fucking
I'm very glad
Christ.
I've got this game right now.
Look, I was looking for a fun rival, and I found one. Mission accomplished.
You were looking for a fun ride and you found a boyfriend.
Oh no!
I mean, it would be a fun ride.
Oh my fucking Christ!
Is it a good time to remind everyone that our stream is not for children?
Yeah, that's a real good thing. Not for kids. If you are, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna fucking send somebody to the Shadow Realm.
If you're
Small
like,
children
if
not
you're,
permitted. Go away, Nico.
if no, Nico could listen. I'm sure he could handle
I'm
it.
joking.
He would hate it,
joking.
but he would. Just like, please, for the love of God, no one under the age of 13.
It's a little late for that, but let's keep going.
Hello,
What?
I'm secretly 6 5-year-olds in a very tall trench coat. You vouch
Oh,
for
wait,
me.
you mean for
This
us?
is the truth.
Never mind.
Basic Pack is literally 16. That is a child. Oh my god.
That's not relevant.
It's not relevant. Just no one no like when I think children, I'm thinking like I'm thinking like actual like mark not for kids on YouTube,
Yes.
like something that wouldn't show up
Pop a
on
fuck
YouTube
off
Kids.
challenge.
Oh yeah, speaking
Pop a
of
fuck off challenge.
They've got parental blockers installed.
Yeah.
speaking of basic pack, it's time for the funny creature now.
All right. Yeah. Shiashi.
Yeah, so, I do have to go eat, so I'm gonna set something up that she's gonna be doing until I come back.
Okay.
She's gonna pull, like, the smithing and the tinkering tools from her backpack cart, and she's going to go over to the, like, the smithing people, and she's gonna ask to learn how to repair the planes in case she needs to.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say you can take a couple weeks to do that.
Ooh, yeah. Yup.
All right. So I guess since she's doing that, we're moving on to Bones.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hello?
Hello?
Bones.
Sorry, I fucking spaced out. What's up?
Your turn. Ugh.
Right. Fuck. How many fucking weeks are we doing this for again? Was it a month?
24 weeks.
20. Jesus fucking Christ, we're gonna be here for the next 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to cut the session apart.
We're week 4 right now, right? We've made it 1 month.
Yeah, this is
I'm gonna fucking make an executive call here, and I'm just gonna fucking have Bones go offer assistance with the blacksmithing, like fabrication of stuff, like even just being someone to fucking haul stuff around because she has that capability. To, 1, potentially speed up the process, and 2, so that we can just fucking go over me because I have no fucking idea what I'm doing next. So I'm just gonna go be helpful for the fucking Smiths.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that is something you
in
can do.
nondescript way.
That is something you can do, by the way, is just, like, say, you're going to go do stuff, maybe go hang out with certain people, kind of improve your relationships.
I'm just gonna go fucking do nondescript assistance.
Because we are, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, a little bit. That's kind of why I'm doing it.
Yeah,
that's kinda
I'm
why-
not the one making the fucking really good punches here.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I broke my time frame down into that. I thought that would help speed things up.
Yeah, I'll be blunt. A lot of Sorial's time is going to be either conceptualizing bullshit to put on planes or training.
Alright,
And I'm gonna probably
Like-
have to take time off camera to figure out the bullshit on the planes.
that's fine. Okay,
Fucking likewise, Bones is mostly going to be either helping, doing some training, or if Kaisis needs her for something.
okay.
Yes.
I'm going to say...
Because that's just kind of how it's going to go.
I'm gonna say now, I'm adding the 5th option of, sort of past week. You can kind of just tell me, like, a brief thing of, like, what they're doing, and then we can move on from that.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
basically what I'm fucking doing. Is
Okay,
This
yeah.
is a past week for Bones unless Kaisis needs me for fucking something.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Sorial, what are you doing?
Okay. This is actually the part where Sorial takes a lot of time to train and use the planes to figure out what they do and how they work before fucking everything up.
All right.
A lot of training.
So you're going to enter the demo plane?
Into the plane we go.
All right. I'm just going to. I'm actually no. This is Okay. So the way I'm going to handle training going forward is, first time in the plane we're going to do that little go through, but every time you do training after the fact, I'm going to have you roll a d20 to see how well it went, and then I'm going to try and sort of come up with a quick story for how that went. So you don't need to go through the same thing every time for every character.
Got it.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Sorial is going to do like 10 fucking weeks of plane training because this is the combat I want to ruin your shit character.
Okay.
You know he's looking forward to making someone suffer.
Alrighty. So just to start off, take off, roll me the d6.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 3.
3. Okay. That's mid-range for a d6, so you kinda... It's a shaky takeoff. You are not having a great time, but you do manage to get the plane off the ground, and now you kinda have the
These rolls make
opportunity-
sense for Sorial.
You kind of have the time to sort of check out your controls, figure out what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be flying.
Yeah. Sorial is very much more of a dexterity-based individual, so first of all, he's gonna test out maneuverability and steering. So he's gonna fuck around and find out.
All right.
Describe your D&D character.
Roll me a. Oh, okay. What kind of steering is he doing?
Well, I mean, at first he's doing just like very light turns, like we're gonna turn the wheel, kind of slowly turn, not like the sharp turns that Bones did or anything like that.
Right. Okay.
Like admittedly, very yeah.
So then. Fuck. Roll. Yeah, just roll a d6. Oh, you fucking bitch.
So, do you recall when we first started this, and I made the comment that Sorial was not going to want to be in the air because Sorial had a fear of heights?
Oh, that's 6. Okay.
You recall that, right?
Yes.
So do the dice.
What did
Because he
you?
just got in that one.
You lose control of the plane for a little bit. You enter. You're high up right now, and you enter a nosedive.
Fuck.
Uh,
Dies in a plane crash.
Don't worry, I won't kill your character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet.
What's
If,
What
don't let
is?
Sorial die.
Are you gonna try and pull up?
Yes.
All right, roll me a d6.
I don't want to die today. You have got to be fucking kidding me.
What the fuck happened?
What do you think?
Matt won.
Yep.
So, guys, have we reached Sorial's plane crash recovery arc?
Okay, so Sorial, you nosedived right over
fucking
top.
dies.
You nosedived right over top of the runway, and as you pull up, you manage to, but the G-force from doing it so suddenly causes you to black out.
Oh boy.
Oopsie daisy.
When you wake up, you are
In a fucking hospital.
not quite. You're,
I'm in trouble.
you're on a stretcher just outside of the ruined demo plane, and you're going to need to spend the next 2 weeks recovering.
Oh boy.
Fucking great.
Sorial suffers brain damage and begins hearing voices.
What do the voices say,
And is
Sorial?
like- Well, that depends. I have to figure out if I'm doing the voices or if I'm letting the goth have input.
Oh no.
No!
The voices say he's a fucking moron and needs to stay out of the plane.
Well,
Oh, I really just fucked up, didn't I? I just had a character who's afraid of heights crash a plane.
Yeah.
He's not
you did.
going back up in the air.
That's fine.
Uh-oh. We fucked around and found out.
Nice.
We have fucked around and found out.
Yep.
Oh, Sorial's in the hospital. I found everyone.
Yep. All right. Moving on. Kaisis, what are you doing now?
Can I just tell you what I'm doing for the next 4 weeks, and you tell me if there's anything of merit just to speed up?
Yep.
Just going on recon. If I'm gonna look, so I looked at the top 3 competitors right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at one more, and I'm going to spend 2 weeks trying to figure out exactly how to get into Pilot X's hangar through that guy's house. And then I will spend that last week kind of buckling up all my other information, learning when mechanics are out and about, when they're in, that kind of thing. I'm just looking at our top 4 competitors and figuring that stuff out.
All right. So, For your top few competitors, you notice that most of their artificers, with the exception of Terrell's, they're all hard at work. They're all kind of trying to upgrade or kind of keep the planes in shape. You have not seen any plane take off from Terrell's runway. Or not Terrell's runway, but Terrell's artificer's runway.
Got it.
And you also haven't really... For the first 3 weeks of you trying this out, you are pretty much stumped at how to access the hangar that you're guessing is probably underneath that shack.
Gotcha.
Is there anything in particular... actually, do you want to keep trying to access that hangar?
I'm going to use Disguise Self to just make myself... I'm going to make myself look like a drunk fan, almost. Like, you know, disheveled, shirt on, shitty. But, so if I get caught, I can just play dumb. But, I am going to be looking around and trying to find a way in and down.
All right.
Into the hangar looking like Devilman TF2.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you stumble your way into the house, kind of pretending to be drunk.
Yep.
And you realize it's empty. The artificer's nowhere to be seen.
Do I hear anything?
No.
Okay. Immediately go ahead and start looking, trying to figure shit out.
All right. Roll me. Is it search?
Investigation?
Yeah, investigation. Yeah, that would be.
Ah, shit. 6.
6. Okay.
Fucking oof.
Can I roll a history check to see if I remember anything from the first time I was here?
Yeah, I can give you that. I'll give you that.
Fuck. 6.
All right.
Fucking slick shit, dude.
Yeah, well, I had great rolls at the start. It's about time, so...
Yeah, here's your fucking comeuppance.
Yeah.
You don't notice a whole lot of anything. You try the bookshelf.
But
Nothing
can I have
happens.
brought bones with me in case I needed heavy lifting?
I'll say so.
What the fuck are you gonna... Okay.
In case you needed to, like, bust open a door or something.
Sure, how the fuck are you hiding Bones up as quote a drunkard then, because she's pretty fucking distinct?
I use a disguise kit to dress Bones up like the pit crew or artificer of a different team.
Alright, how fucking successful is this one gonna be then? Do you want me to roll for it, or fucking...
I can roll this. Do you want me to roll that?
Whichever one of you is going to be doing the searching, I guess, or lifting, or whatever.
Let me roll a disguise for you real quick.
Disguise. Okay, yeah. You roll a disguise since you're applying.
Yeah. Do you just want a performance check for that, or?
Yeah, let's go performance.
Alright, cool. Oof, boy. That is a 27.
Holy shit, okay.
I got a +8 to my performance.
Fucking best disguise in the world, I guess. Good God.
You've disguised Bones so well that she actually appears to be a foot shorter.
Excellent.
Fucking hell, alright.
There we go. Alright, we bounce back. Let's do this.
Someone took cosmetology classes.
Yeah, clearly, Jesus Christ.
Also, she looks basically human now. There's that.
Yeah. Costumes were important in the line of smuggling. Alright, cool. Back to work. So, I fill in Bones the last time I was here, what I saw and what I felt. So she can help me look through all the particulars and help find the way into this place.
Yeah, sure. Fucking... If we're doing that, I guess, what do you fucking want me to do? And, like, what kind of roll do you want me to fucking do to see if I can find a way in? Investigation?
Investigation, yeah.
I have bad fucking news, Paul.
Oh my god. Can I give Bones the help action?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm giving you all the chances you can get, but this is your last one.
What the
Alright.
fuck does help do?
You get advantage.
Okay, good, because that was a fucking nat 1 at first. Okay. This is better. It's a grand total of 12.
Okay.
Better than half.
Okay. You notice a few
Not a
things.
nat 1.
You notice a few things. On one end, there seems to be a bit of the floor that's kind of out of alignment with the rest.
Oh.
On the other, there's actually a bit of the wall. There's a plank that seems kind of weirdly ajar, if that's the right word. And under the desk in the corner, you see kind of something peeking out from under the rug.
Do
Whoa.
I notice anything that, considering I have a background in smuggling, do I look like anything that would be trying to hide something or cover up something that's bigger than it is?
For that, since I'm assuming Bones has told you about what she's seen.
Yeah, Bones would fucking tell them.
Oh, actually, no. It was a help action, so I guess you both would notice it.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Fucking working together, partners in crime.
Yep. The loose floor bit seems kind of the most concealing something big thing there, but the rug in particular also catches your eye.
Alright, so let's go ahead and flip up that rug.
Underneath it, you notice kind of an indent in the floor with a crowbar in it.
There's a crowbar in it.
Yeah, there's a crowbar in the indent, so it kind of doesn't push up on the rug.
Gotcha. And what was... I'm going to take that crowbar and go over to the other area and look for any, like, markings that this crowbar's used over there.
You don't see it on this open floor, but there might have been something else that this crowbar could have been used on.
Gotcha. Do you mean like that patch that looks mismatched, or in terms like that's? Yeah, I thought I was gonna be going over. Yeah, I'm gonna. All right, let me clear. I was gonna try to use the crowbar on the mismatched floor.
Yeah, no, not on the mismatched floor. You do not see any crowbar marks.
Damn it. Okay. Let me see if I have anything that can help here. I'm gonna go just along lines and see if I feel drafts or anything. Just common giveaways for wider spaces.
You're not really finding any of that, but
Damn.
there might be something you could use that crowbar on in the room that you've noticed.
Give me a quick rundown of the bookcase, perhaps?
No, not the bookcase.
Okay, give me just one more rundown.
Remember, there were three things I pointed out. There was the mismatched.
Rug.
There was a mismatched floor, the rug, and that weird piece of wall, that weird plank on the wall.
Oh yeah, let's
Probably
use it
the
on
fucking
the plank.
wall then.
Yeah, let's use it on the plank on the wall.
All right. Yeah, you notice actually that there is kind of a mark in the plank above it.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and place it in and yank it up.
Like a lever?
Yep.
All right, yeah. The moment you do that, you hear like a click coming from the mismatched part of the floor.
Excellent. I'm going to look over and check it out.
All right.
Your bones will fucking follow.
This
Apparently,
might.
this is a two-person operation.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
This mismatched part of the floor is now kind of raised up a little bit. You can see kind of like a handhold kind of in the middle.
I'm going to ask Bones to go ahead and lift that, considering Bones is way stronger than I am.
Yeah,
Bones,
fucking strength roll.
Yeah, roll strength.
Cool. Fucking dirty 20.
All right, yeah, you lift this up easily, and you see a staircase leading down into sort of a more metal area.
That is all I wanted to get out of this trip. I know how to get in now. I nod to Bones and say we close up and get the fuck out.
Probably a good fucking idea before we push our luck.
A great idea, because as you start to close this up, you hear kind of footsteps coming from downstairs.
Excellent, we're out of there.
Get out of there.
We're gone like ghosts.
Evacuate.
Fucking run.
I love that the two stealthy fuckers are the ones two tall motherfuckers are the ones stealthing around.
I'm like
Well, the stealthy
5'7".
one's in the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm like 5'7". I'm not that tall.
Fucking Bones is the freak.
Yeah.
Well, they're both tall compared to Dave.
I guess you get. Yeah, I guess
Everyone is
between
tall compared to Dave, except
I mean,
maybe
That's
Shiashi.
Yashi.
I guess between a dwarf, a cat, and another. I don't even know what you are.
Yeah,
is-
I don't even know what you are.
What is Sorial again?
A dwarf, a
Sorial's
cat,
a half elf.
Half elf. That's right.
a
Okay.
dwarf, a
Yeah.
cat, a half elf, a tiefling, and a warforged.
Yeah.
Walk into a
right.
bar.
What a
I'm-
fucking party.
I'm sorry that the +7 stealth character has currently been landed in the hospital for fucking around and finding out.
All right.
Nah, I can't do that. All right, cool. We're going. Anything else of note happen in those 4 weeks, or is that like the major?
You just kind of you do get a bit more of an idea of everyone's schedule. You realize that planes are left mostly unattended, sort of at around night, like at a certain part of the night.
Excellent. Okay, cool. That is what I'm doing with my next 4 weeks.
Okay, yeah. Moving on to Dave. How are you doing?
Well, I think for this week, Dave can't really practice with his plane because of Sorial. Because they gotta fix the demo plane, and
Yep.
he doesn't really want them to have a worse workload with his plane already. So I guess for this week, while he's waiting for the demo plane to repair, he's gonna go and check out / harass the dwarf competition.
Check out / her. Yeah, that fucking sounds about right.
Sorial
Yeah.
is very sorry for the plane.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're fine.
Dave.
Yeah?
As you go to the dwarf competition, you realize. Hold on, I'm just gonna. Where is what is Dave's hometown called again?
Ractonite.
Ractonite?
Yeah.
You
Except for
recognize some of
Transformers.
these faces from Ractonite.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Undeniably.
We're getting more Dave connections. Here we fucking go.
Undeniably.
Dave lore.
Undeniably, these guys are the ones that Randy warned you about.
I figured.
He didn't have to come.
Alright. Dave kind of looks at them for a moment. He's like, "Do I know you? Do I know you bastards? Are you like are you from the fucking campaign?"
You bastard.
And the veteran-looking one, the one with the big war hammer and the scar running down his face, looks at you, kind of squints for a little bit, and goes, "You Grumblefoot."
Me. Course it's me. Why else would I be here? What about you, huh? You're still pansying out? Last I saw you, you bastard, you ran out of us in the middle of a battle. Lost a few good men and women from that fucking fight. Cause your pansy ass ran away.
You and I both know that didn't happen. I know that that's your whole deal is to, I don't know, fucking pin whatever shit on other people to suit your own insecurities, but why did I even bother? What are you doing here, Grumblefoot?
I'm competing. I've got a good gig with the Grey Castle Guild.
Oh, right. And where does that leave your relationship with the big man?
Figuring that out as I go. I'm still doing as the usual shit, but not exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Says you bastard. So what the hell are you doing here? You competing too?
Competing under his paycheck. Yep.
Bet that pays well, huh? The blood money you got.
All right.
Blood money or not, it helps me feed my family, Grumblefoot. I'm sure that's something you know about.
No damn well. No damn well it would have been
What
that
the
bastard. You know what?
I just want to point out we're here on a paycheck as well.
Yeah, we are, but I'm on an honest paycheck. Dave's just kind of he squints for a bit, and he just kind of sighs like, all right.
Dave Lore's fucking wild, man.
All right, look. All right,
This shit
look.
is crazier than Nico the Seal.
I'll be easy on you. That entire shit during the war. I hold you to it. But what about your cronies here? They steal from your fucking platoon.
Yeah. You know, they're not the best men I could ask for, but at the very least, they're a little bit more disciplined than you.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering you killed your best man, I figured that's all you can get.
I didn't kill my best men, they died in battle!
Yeah, because you're crap. Yeah, fuck you. The moment I see your stupid fucking plane in the air, I'm blasting it out. I'm gonna prove my bullshit's better than your whole shtick.
This tea is scalding.
I am...
Fucking Dave Lore.
I can't believe you survived the war.
Yeah, by the grit of my damn teeth, because I actually cared about the people around me. My wife, my good buddies. Meanwhile, you just threw them out. So one of my good pals on your platoon get ripped apart by a troll. With any luck, he'll be smiling enough wherever he is once I rip apart your damn plane.
If you're done insulting the memory of my best friends, I'd really appreciate it if you left.
See you in the sky, you bastard. And he kind of just leaves. There's no jolly in his step. He's just pissed off, going to the bar, drinking himself angrily.
All right.
Dave Lore.
Dave Lore. It's, I just gotta say, CK, she wrote a very, very long backstory for Dave that I have a lot to work with. Let's say that much.
I wanted to make sure you both had a lot, and it was easy to slot in whatever ideas you had at that point.
And you succeeded very well on both.
Thank you.
I just wrote a very functional backstory for Suri.
Dave. All right. I think I've took up enough time. What's the funny cat up to?
The funny cat will, if she's not still working on the repairing thing, she's gonna be working on her fear of heights and actually getting into the planes.
Oh god, there's another one. Oh fuck.
We're in trouble now.
So, Peck, you may or may not have missed.
I did. I missed.
You missed. Sorial crashed the demo plane and is now in the hospital.
Dramatic brain injury.
And the demo plane is in the middle of being repaired right now.
Then, well, she could still be working on her fear of heights, but I think she's, maybe going to be watching other people then.
Okay.
Oh god, wait! Two fucking people in our oh my god, two fucking people in our party are afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Sorial is a little bit beyond afraid of heights now.
No shit.
I'd say by this point we're about 2 months in. So by now there are a lot more people kind of up in the air. So you can just kind of watch as like there's like playful dogfighting inter-team that happens every now and again. Like right, like if you were to go out right now, like you would see like Team Pegasus having their fun up in the air. Maybe a little bit later you'd see Team Hydra.
Okay. I think probably being able to actually visualize what she'd be doing up there would help. So, yeah, just being able to watch will be a boon for her.
Alrighty.
That's all I got.
Actually, yeah, you go out and you see like for a little while you're watching for this week. You see Team Pegasus and quite a few others. One team that catches your eye though is there is Team Hydra, which seems to have really weird flying. Like their planes seem to be doing things that they probably shouldn't, judging by every other sort of play dogfight that you've seen. Like you see one plane kind of almost like do a flip, like not a
What
not
fuck
a turn.
does that mean?
It flips. If I were, basically what I'm saying is they did a fucking post-stall maneuver. And the pilot seems to be fine.
Fuck. Are they a warforged?
She's gonna write down in her classic big journal that has always been with her that these people are probably fucking mutants or something. She's gonna start writing in like wild conspiracies about how they're like cult members and they're trying to like steal bodies and stuff.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, you notice when they come in for a landing, you notice on the side of their planes, on the wings in particular, you notice that they have an insignia of an eye.
Fuck.
Their planes are otherwise.
I kind of figured since they're the ones going after the eyes, right?
Yeah. It's I just really wanted to point it out.
Yeah.
Their planes are otherwise painted jet black. These guys are most likely the cult you've heard about.
Yeah. So she's also going to mark them down as like number one, probably sabotage these people, if not the number one guy.
Right. Okay. Moving on. Bones, are you still having a pass week?
Fucking probably. I can't think of anything else right now.
All right then.
Again, around if fucking assistance is needed from me for something.
Yeah. Okay. Sorial, you're still in hospital.
Hi.
Moving back to Kaisis.
So I've spent the last 4 weeks. Do you want me to just? Do you just want to skip me in turn order? Or do you want to do my? Just keep doing it in parcel.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just skip you for now. Dave, what are you doing for this week?
Ooh. Alright, is how's the demo plane looking?
Dave's plane? Or the demo
No, the
plane?
demo plane.
Oh, the demo plane. The demo plane's fully repaired by now. The damage wasn't too extensive. It was bad, but it could have pretty easily been fixed. And
Probably helped with that.
yeah, Bones was definitely a huge help. And the two Warforged are actually very happy about Bones' insistence on helping.
Alrighty.
So yeah, are you gonna get back up in the air?
Yeah, it's time to do some speed practice. Not
Alright.
necessarily to replicate the same things the captain did, but to sort of, still go pretty fast, as fast as a demo plane can be.
All right. Roll me a d20.
Alright, let's see what a D20 will do. Do I get a modifier because of the earlier practice or no?
Yes, actually, +1 for your maneuverability.
Cool. Alright. Ooh, 18 plus 1, so 19.
You managed to get your plane moving really damn fast. Obviously, you're not doing it quite with the finesse of the captain, but you are pushing this plane to its limits.
Yeah!
And you manage to you find out kind of how to break the sound barrier. You actually manage to do like
Casually break sound barrier.
yeah, you can do
Doesn't elaborate.
you find out kind of how to do a loop, and upon landing, you I'm not going to give you any more boosts to your maneuverability right now, but you have you're getting closer to one.
Hey, no, that's fair. The fact that you can even do stunts like this is a good sign.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's Daisy. He's gonna in a celebration of his good deeds. He's gonna blow a toot on the old elbow. Just a big old elbow.
I'm not
toot.
breaking out my trumpet for this. I'm sorry.
No, I know you're not. I'm not making you do it. I'm just saying it.
Actually, roll me a flat d20.
Really, a flat d20. Let's see.
Dave's infamous elbow.
An 18.
This is like a very loud toot on the elbow.
Let's go.
So many people hear it, and in fact, that fucking asshole dwarf with the scar, he's hanging outside of his hangar, and he looks positively annoyed at your
My shenanigans.
at your shenanigans. Yeah.
Find it. Since everyone's staring, Dubious Dave is actually gonna point at himself. He's like, you know who's gonna get high up in there, top 3 at least? Me, Dubious Dave. I'm the fucking best, and any of those bastards over there, forget about them. And he points directly at the paladin. That guy,
Ooh.
dust in the wind.
This paladin just pinches the bridge of his nose. He's so done with you.
Dubious Dave's special. All right, that's it for my week.
All right, Shiashi?
Probably another week of looking at the planes and stuff.
All right.
Like just kind of figuring out how to get herself prepared.
All right. Yeah, you managed to do that. You don't really notice
Alexa.
anything new of note here. You do kind of. In fact, you just kind of notice Team Hydra hasn't gone up in the air at all this week. And that's about all I can say.
That is fucking stange.
All right.
Fucking Chris.
Stange?
Stay.
Real stange moment right now.
It smells kind of stange around here.
God, stop.
Good lord. Okay.
Stange bedfellows.
All right. So Bones, you still having a pass week?
Yeah, I think so. Also, give me a second. My computer has decided to kill Windows Explorer.
Oh.
It does this sometimes. Yeah, fucking... Actually, I'm gonna check what is the progress on my plane so far. Blair?
Sorry, I zoned out. What's up?
What's the progress on the plane meant for Bones so far?
Actually, since we're about a month and a half in, you see that basically the entire frame of your plane has been made at this point. And it is taking up a lot of space in the hangar. Like, you can't fucking miss it. And sort of in the center of it, you can kind of see the glow of the massive arcane core. This thing is huge. And it looks like you're going to have a hell of a time flying it.
Right. And its most prominent thing looks to be its weapon systems, yeah?
Yeah, you actually see like a lot of points on it where weapons look like they should be attached, and you see like just kind of One of the Warforged that you've kind of been, like the silent one, just kind of looks over at you, checking out the plane, and he gives you kind of a half wink. He's
Right.
He's kind of
I think I know what I'm going to go practice with then.
Alrighty then.
I'm going to go and experiment with fucking weapon systems on the demo plane, since I assume it has something to test with.
It does have some, yeah. It'll have like demonstration kind of.
Yeah, demonstration projectiles.
You won't actually be shooting anything, but it'll be kind of, I guess, simulated almost through like illusions.
Yeah. So yeah, I am going to go fucking practice with that then.
Alrighty.
What do you want me to roll for this?
Alright, yeah, just, you've already been in the demo plane, so just roll me a d20.
What? Guess you got a nat 20.
Alright! Yeah, you're having a lot easier of a time flying the plane this time, after your first experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of guessing you've just kind of gotten, like, you needed that first time to get, like, a feel for it, and now that you've kind of got it, you're kind of locked in. And with the weapons testing, it's all very intuitive to you. You kind of understand kind of how the cannons work and how the missiles work. It's all kind of projected onto your cockpit canopy with illusion magic, so you're not like actually shooting anything.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on,
You good?
Yep, just general.
Right, gotcha.
Yep. Alright, so... fuck, words.
Train of thought
Yeah.
decimated.
Decimated by random Zack event.
Zack attack.
I've been Zack attacked!
Alright.
Okay, so... Yeah, you kind of get a feel for it, but you know you're going to have to learn at least a few more weapons on your new plane once that's done. But
Right.
for now, you've kind of learned, you kind of gotten a feel for it through this week of practicing.
Awesome.
Alright, and moving on to Sorial, finally out of the
Weapon
hospital.
lore acquired.
Moving on to Sorial, finally out of the hospital.
Oh no, I thought Maria was saying something.
Oh, sorry.
I just said weapons lore acquired.
Hell yeah.
Weapons lore acquired. Alright, so Sorial is now out of the hospital. And he's not going in a plane. It's not happening.
Is there like a ground functionality that we could do for a team or no?
If Sorial wants, they can be sort of ground crew and kind of, I guess, point shit out to the to everyone else.
Probably admitted, I did have kind of an idea that I've totally didn't steal from someone.
Mm-hmm.
But because I physically can't justify Sorial getting into a plane following an already existing fear of heights, 2 nat 1s in a plane crash, he may not be in the sky. That doesn't mean that he can't still have something to do with the active planes.
Alright.
What? You want a fucking gunner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck around with auxiliary weapon systems.
Absolutely loading up everybody onto Maria's plane.
Okay, so are we gonna have Sorial be fucking Bones Wizzo? That's
hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Are we about to fucking? Oh no!
I'm gonna be real with you. This was actually following the training. Sorial was going to start designing a bunch of fucking horrific additions to the planes.
Oog.
Such as the only 2 that I was able to come up with in the short time I've been given with the assistance that I've been given is because you mentioned potentially magical weaponry.
Yes.
So some kind of medium that someone could cast one of their own spells through. Because I promise you that no one's gonna have fun with a shatter being cast on the fucking windshield of their goddamn jet.
Oh no!
Oh my
Nobody
god.
is going to be
Slips.
happy.
I've
Nobody
been-
will be
I
happy
actually
if
wanted-
somebody comes over a fucking intercom on their plane within 30 feet and casts suggestion on them to land, which is not a harmful command, so they do have to make the whiz save.
I actually wanted to ask, how does spellcasting work in this? Because I had some ideas as well. I
Jesus.
wanted to
So
say,
the
I
way-
wanted to save it.
The way
I wanted to save
spells
it, but
and-
now that it's come up,
the way spells and magic will work in this is that the cockpit, as it is, will block your magic from leaving. But the way that the plane itself works will be you will the weapons are magical in nature. The weapons are
Okay.
magical in nature, so it's going to be kind of a. Plane missiles are going to be replaced with like actual fucking magic missile and whatnot.
Sure.
Magic
like,
missile.
Kind of that'll be based on attack roll. They won't like be like guaranteed hit.
Got it.
So it would be theoretically
Can-
possible to charge a missile or something with a pre-done spell and fire that instead of a direct magic missile.
Exact
Probably
question.
not.
Theoretically.
Probably not.
Mhm.
But
Damn.
if you want to build in a way to cast a spell through the plane somehow,
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's
you
what I'm going
could do
for.
that. Because
All right, cool.
you could do is you could like I don't know what you would
We're
have to
going to fucking jail for this.
I have some stuff that I want to do.
do. All right, yeah. You are going to need to go through the customization system to figure that out, though.
That was the
Yeah,
next four.
that's-
That was the next 4
yeah.
weeks.
All right, cool.
That's literally all Sorial is going to be able to do at this point.
All right.
There was
So, are you going
one
to
last thing.
are you going to be using the entire next month to work on this?
Yes.
All right.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so then
That's
I'll
all he
do
can
that. I'll
do.
do it in that block.
Okay. Cool.
And
Just
also,
let me know when I'm
Sorial, I'm going to say that you've kind of brought forward that you're afraid of heights and you don't want to be in a plane to the
Yeah. Sorial will bring this up to the individuals.
So what they've sort of offered to you now is you could not fly and be a wizzo and a weapons systems officer or like something like that. Weapons systems operator. That'll be the terminology we use here in someone's plane, or you could be just kind of on the ground, kind of doing communication work. That's kind of what they brought up to you as your two options here to not fly.
Wizzo.
Okay, you're gonna be a wizzo. All
Murder.
right. Who do you want to be a wizzo for? They kind of motion to the planes here. There's your plane, which they're going to kind of scrap and use for like other stuff. Now that you've sort of mentioned this, there's Kaisis's plane, which is kind of it's the sort of smallest. No, it's not the smallest. It's the second smallest one. It's kind of like a mid-sized plane. It would definitely be able to fit 2 people in it, but it might be a little bit cramped. They just kind of pass over Dave's because at this point, because of how much he wants speed, they've made it kind of as small and sort of streamlined as they possibly could. And it's actually no, never mind. Now that I think about it, no. Dave, you wanted speed, so you've got like a pretty decently sized plane here, and it's big, but it is built in a way that it's like this thing's aerodynamic as fuck, and it's got 2 engines on it or 2 turbines on it, so it will definitely be able to keep up with probably Vances in the air. However, this does come at a cost of a slight loss of maneuverability because of how fast you're going.
Fair enough.
And then there is, but actually no. Now that I think about it, that plane would have room for a Wizzo. Shiashi, you have a tiny. The Shiashi's plane. They pass over because it is small, maneuverable, and there's not really space for a second in there. And then they just kind of motion to the flying fortress and they say, because of how many weapons we're planning on putting on this thing, it might need a Wizzo the most. But at the end of the day, it's your choice.
Sorial points at the flying fortress.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. All right.
Like, he doesn't even say anything, he just points.
We'll put a second seat in there, and then, well, I guess we'll try and figure out kind of how we can determine all that stuff. Yeah, well.
Yeah. And from this point on, Sorial will be assisting in designing some, little bit fun nonsense to put in the planes.
All right. I'm going to say that something as kind of out there as what you're looking at is going to take the full month for you to try and figure out.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're going to try to put it in the fortress so that you can use Shatter and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay. What sort of system do you think would be able to work for this?
So let me look at the spell descriptions real quick to ensure that just double check range and such. Because the spells that Sorial is looking at, that he would be casting specifically, like Shatter and such, do have somewhat of a better range than the others. It's 60 feet rather than 30 feet, and it's still kind of a, that's cutting it close. But considering the fact that this is also, like, in-air dogfighting, it's not out of the question that someone is going to try to fly really close by and get in that range. And there's also, we'll get to the second part later, but if the issue is that the cockpit is blocking magic from exiting, the probably best way to go about that would be creating some kind of pipeline or conduit that connects from the cockpit and bypasses that protection.
Okay.
Kind of like a circuitry in an insulated box connected via an insulated wire to a secondary system, essentially.
All right. The artificers take some time to sort of help you out with figuring out how this would work, and eventually they settle on that conduit idea. So essentially, what they've kind of done is what they're thinking is they've given you like a contact point, kind of near your seat, where you can touch it. And then you can use that to sort of launch a spell out of this sort of cannon that they're going to put on the top.
Alright. Thank God that dexterity is Sorial's best fucking stat. Because these are ranged weapons, I take it, and I'm going to be using dex.
You are going to be rolling ranged attacks rather than magical attacks for this, so...
Thank fucking God, because Sorial's good at those. He has a +5 to hit.
Yeah, and you're going to be the only one rolling that, though, because everyone else is going to be using their attack, like the plane's attack stat. But if you're going to be using that cannon, you're going to be needing to use your dex.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on back to Kaisis. I'm assuming you're taking a month to do the same thing?
Yep, we're going to start working on this. I'm going to walk up and see where we're at on the ship, or on my craft currently.
Alright, yeah, you've got yourself a very reliable sort of mid-range plane here. It's,
cool.
It's, you're going to be getting, like, it's not going to be going the fastest. It's kind of, honestly, in terms of looks, it's pretty close to the demo plane.
Got it.
You've got yourself, essentially, yeah, you've got an all-rounder here. And
I'm going to say, go ahead, strip all that. We're going to go from the ground up, or, well, not from the ground up, but we're going to go fast and speed and maneuverability as high as possible, followed by light armor, and then light weapons. We're going blisters.
All right, they seem pretty thankful that you've kind of asked for this so early. So they kind of, you spend the next few months kind of with, or the next few weeks with them, like in the time that they're not working on Sorial's canon. They spend time with you, kind of trying to figure out kind of how you want to optimize this plane, and eventually, you end up with a small. This plane's not going to be as fast as Dave's.
Okay.
But you've got yourself a small, maneuverable, fast plane here.
Awesome. I'm also going to work with them on designing something I can cast Hold Person through. pertaining to
God.
pertaining to like something along the lines of like missiles on chains that hit and tether on contact, something along those lines.
Hold a person? Is that what you're...
Yes,
Okay.
hold person.
God, can you imagine casting hold person on the driver.
Would you be able to
Yeah,
cast...
exactly. That was the plan.
Would you be able to
Oh
cast...
my fucking god!
I don't know.
Paul.
I think the cockpits would block the magic from reaching the...
Exactly, which is
drivers.
why we're doubling back and doing it as a weapon system.
Ah, okay.
Unless I
So-
shatter their windshield.
Would you end up having hold person used on the plane itself?
That would be. I'm leaving this up to you. I assume that's how it would be from there, but yeah.
I'm going
Hold
to have
plane.
you roll intelligence for this.
Okay. Just raw intelligence.
Yeah.
Ooh, 8.
You don't figure out a way to get this weapon system working.
Gotcha. Does this happen in week 3? Can I continue to work on this?
You can continue to work on this. This is, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna spend week 4 as well, so I'll do another roll. That is a 17.
Okay, yeah. You managed to make this, you kind of test out this sort of prototype. You get it mounted on the demo plane. One of the Warforged takes it up into the sky. And you kind of, the other one kind of takes this sort of, almost like a drone plane, like a mini drone plane.
Yep.
And he sort of flies it up there. And when this new weapon mounted on the demo plane gets used on the on this plane, it takes like a few hits for it to work. But after the 5th shot, the plane kind of almost gets tethered to the demo plane, and after a little bit, this sort of lack of speed and just kind of displacement causes the plane to kind of tear itself apart. It doesn't explode, but its wings fall off from the weird angle, and it is just kind of
Held there.
It's held there, yeah. And
Excellent.
eventually it wears off, and the fuselage just falls to the ground.
Excellent. One more question for you. Can I cast self-targeting things to the plane in this regard? Is it an extension?
That depends on what you mean by that.
So I'm looking at 2 spells in particular, one being Disguise Self. Can I make myself look like another part of my group?
I'm going to have you take another month. I think I'll have you take another month to put in like a camo feature like that.
And then also Kinetic Jaunt, which is a newer spell, so...
What would Kinetic Jaunt do for this?
It is a bonus action cast, concentration up to a minute. You magically empower your movement with dance-like steps. Obviously, gonna need to change that up a little bit. Giving yourself the following benefits for the duration. Your walk speed increases by 10 feet. You can't provoke opportunity attacks. You can move through space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain. If you end your turn in another creature's space, you are shunted out of the occupied space and take 1d8 force damage.
Alright, I'm going to sort of take that as kind of being like almost like a
Advanced
magic...
maneuvers.
A magic AOA limiter or something like that.
Yeah. So that one I'm good to cast?
I would say... I'm still going to sort of make you do like another... take another month to try and figure out like how you would get to cast these on the plane.
So is that 8 weeks I gotta spend to get 2 spells in?
Yeah. Well, actually,
Ooh.
no. To get both spells in, because I'm assuming it would work through the same mechanism.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I will spend... Okay, so I can spend 4 weeks doing that. I'm gonna get this gussied up, looking real nice, classic pinstripes, real good looking.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend the time of that month figuring out how to fly this and get the feeling for it, as well as learning those other 2 spells for that next month after that.
Gotcha.
And then that'll leave me with 8 weeks left. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Yeah, we're good on a timeline. We're good.
Yeah. Okay.
I just had a fucking terrible idea.
Yeah.
Should it be saved for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it, but
Okay.
I just, oh fucking god.
All right, Dave, what are you gonna
Hello.
do? I might kind of. Well, actually, no. It depends on what you do.
Oh,
this is-
so much
I'm
fucking
actually
trouble
gonna-
with this
Can I
idea.
use 2 customization weeks at once?
Yeah, you can. We've got people using 4 customization weeks. You can definitely use 2.
Okay, there's one customization I want to do, but I'm going to say that to the end. Let's do the first 2. So Dave's going to come up to these guys, and he's basically he kind of takes out from behind his thing a bunch of like balloons he personally blew up. He's like, all right, listen. Number one, I need you to put a big slab of sharp metal on the bottom of my plane. We're calling it the Thunderbolt, by the way.
I
Yeah,
know
sharply
exactly
on the
where this
bottom
is
of
going.
my plane. For the balloons. I saw some of the weapons out there they might be using. I need you to put these balloons and let me release them behind me. To sort of block the shots, if you will. Kind of figuring this out as I go.
Oh my god.
I mean, I suppose we could maybe think of a mechanism to make the balloons inflate, but that would seriously fuck with your speed if you had just balloons on there.
I mean, it's balloons at the back, sort of like just release them.
So you want balloons and a banner at your back?
Right. Crap, I forgot about the You know what? I was hoping to save this until the very end, since it's more of a surprise. But instead of the balloons, He basically just lets all the balloons go. He brings out the paste. He's like, I need you to let me release this paste at any moment, like a slick, to cover my enemies in paste.
What? These fucking artificers are taken aback. They don't know what the fuck to make of you. Alright. Do you have more than just this tube of paste?
I mean, I got the, no.
No!
I mean, look, I was kind of thinking, these were like, bit not as fast, but I kind of have to work around this now, So I got the paste tube.
God fucking bless you, CK. This is so stupid.
Hi.
God.
I mean, if Dave's sort of thinking now, what if I got a bunch of rocks and attach the paste to them, and then we let it go?
What if I got
paste
a
and
bunch of rocks?
paste and rocks together, so it's like sticky rocks.
Don't forget about the bowling ball trap.
Yeah,
Are we making Dave's fucking playing a Rube Goldberg machine now?
I'm making.
God.
Yeah, I mean, this is wacky races. I'm making the wackiest racer of all time.
Just remember, Piper, you did have an out on this. I did ask you to clarify the rules, and you didn't, and now everyone's going ham.
This isn't... I never had an out for this. Even if I'd clarified the rules, Dave would have still done this shit.
I'm an engineer. What the fuck do you expect? You expect
This
me
is
not to
fucking
add?
true. You have an engineer playing this fucking game.
That's fair. That's
you think
fair.
I'm?
And
You think I'm not
that's
gonna?
fair.
You think I'm not gonna try adding fucking medieval flares and decoys into this?
Don't get me started on the next idea, which was suggested by the Goth himself, because that's
Oh,
when things
no.
get fucky.
I hope you can fucking pull it out on this turn, because I think we might need to cut it at halfway here.
Yes,
we're
Boss
almost
is
at our
ready to
3-hour
reveal
limit.
the idea. Oh
Um,
fuck yeah.
Alright.
Let's just do this quick then with paste and the paste idea and blade. Do you want me, just for sake of time? You want me to roll for my next week as well? Since we're all doing like big.
Yeah, just roll intelligence. See if you can figure out how the fuck you're doing this.
Okay, let's see how smart Dubious Dave is. Ooh, how's a 13 look?
You can choose one. You can either the balloons or the paste. Or either the balloons, the paste, or the fucking blade on the bottom of your plane.
Alright, well, I got the banner, so I'll take the blade.
All right. So what do you want, like, for functionality with this blade?
I kind of just... It's kind of just like, I want to basically just go past an enemy so fast with the blade, like, right above them and just cut their shit off. Not random. You ever seen the boomerang cutter from Kirby? You ever seen the boomerang cutter from Kirby?
Yeah,
Basically that.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, so you work with the artificers to get this blade on, and eventually what you end up having is a mechanism that will drop this blade and then pull it back up when you need it. So, it doesn't compromise how aerodynamic your plane is. But when you want to fly past someone and slice them up, you can do it.
Alright, cool. See, I was honestly just hoping for a really close shave, but the fact that it's now a full mechanism like that's fucking great. Then let's do 2 more weeks since everyone's
enabled way too many fucking things, player.
Yeah.
I hope you realize
You've
this.
enabled me to do some fucking dumb shit with this campaign. I would be remiss if I didn't return the favor.
Oh boy.
It's time just to finish off, I guess, the 4 weeks everyone's doing. I'm gonna do some speed and attack training. I haven't really attack trained yet, so let's do that.
All right, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, Maria, from your attack training, you did get a +1 to your attack.
Oh, do I need to do any rolls for my
I'm
training?
gonna write that down.
What was that, Paul?
Do I need to do any rolls for my training?
Are you? Oh, wait. Have you gone up in the demo plane?
I have not. I was doing some, I said as I was helping study that other stuff, I was getting some flight training in as well, if that's works. I can balance that time out.
Yeah, okay. I can say
if
one of
I
the
need-
weeks was used for training. Roll.
If I need to do another month, I can do 4 weeks and 4 weeks.
I would say just save the training for a little bit. If you're
Okay,
focused on
that's
stuff,
cool.
you're gonna need to wait.
That's cool. I will save the last 4 weeks for sabotage and the 4 weeks before it for training.
All right, cool. So yeah, Dave, roll me d20 for attack. For the attack. training.
Okay, let's see how attack goes. How's a 15 do?
A 15. Yeah, you're pretty close. You do pretty good. You don't get a +1 to your attack, but if you were to do another week of attack training, you'd be pretty good. You'd get that. Roll me. You're doing defense training next, right?
Maneuverability, actually.
Maneuverability. Okay, yeah. That'll be mostly just that'll be kind of what you've been doing for a while. So roll me another d20.
Alright, and +1 from the last one?
Yeah, +1.
Alright, cool.
Bless
Bless you. How's a 16?
16. Because of your previous maneuverability training, you're up to a +2 now.
Alright, let's fucking go, Super Dave.
At the end of this whole training and 2.5 months, roughly, are we going to level up? Because that's very important in the grand scheme of things.
You will not be leveling up until the end
Okay.
of this chapter.
Okay, got it. Cool. Just wanted to make sure, because at the 5th level, I can learn darkness as a tiefling, so I just want to make sure how that played into the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, okay.
You are so fucking trigger happy on those level ups.
I mean, they're important.
I know.
To be fair,
Hour hungry.
to be
Every
fair,
other session.
to be fair, learning darkness in a plane fight is very, very important.
No. I get it. I fucking 100% get it. But
Anyway, I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I just wanted to double check.
Alright, so
Where
that's
am I
my
now?
4 weeks. Now it's a cat turn, Shiashi turn.
Yeah. Or wait, is Bone... Actually, no, Bones. Or no, never mind, no, Shiashi.
Yeah, Shiashi. Yeah, I don't fucking know, actually. I'm contemplating it might be another fucking whole week for me, so don't worry.
Kat is going to look over at what Sorial is doing, look back at the fact that she hasn't even gotten into a plane yet, and then look over at Dave.
Hey, what you want from me?
You know, if you're gonna be going so fast, are you gonna be able to pay attention to the weapons?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, it's gonna be a real heat in the moment. You know, I got a clean eye, but what are you implying here?
What if I manage them for you? That way I don't have to fly, and you get to focus on being fast.
He kind of just stares at the little cat eyes from lack of, and is like, you know what? Shoot, you're just small enough to probably fit in there without any issue. Let's do a team up. Let's see if we can do better than those other two. Speed over strength here, and he holds out his hand.
She shakes it, but you can feel that her strength is like literally a quarter of yours.
Dave does not take the opportunity to crush it. All right, come on. Let's tell the two dorks we got what we're doing. Going over. All right, it's artificer time. Come on, artificers. It's more bullshit for you to do.
The artificers are actually very grateful that yet another person has decided to become a wizzo, because this makes them able to focus a lot more on building the 3 planes that they do have to build, especially the flying fortress, because it is literally it is pretty much like at least twice as big as every other plane in the fucking area. So
yeah.
As we're going over to the artificers, Shashi's gonna like think for a moment, and she's gonna pull out three vials of acid and pass them to Dave.
What you want this for?
Well, you know, you've been thinking of all these things. You just kind of like drop items on people, and I can't really think of something that'd be worse to drop on somebody than acid.
I like your style. You pocket it. He doesn't really know how he's gonna incorporate because it's already a lot. But actually no. I guess why he's here. Dave is actually gonna go over to the banners, the 3 of them or whatever, and he's gonna attach the vials of poison to each one.
Oh my god.
You never know when you need poison banners.
Huh?
Poison banners, you know? Just drop them and they explode into poison.
good lord.
Why are we... You know what, I'm not gonna ask.
Are you okay? Do you fear my big stick of brain?
I fear something.
I have no fear.
Gotcha. Really now?
Oh yeah.
Really now?
Real quick, is there... What's up with the, little, like, orb? You said there was a hatch or something. Does that have anything that you could attach a lock to?
What?
Like the mega corb? Mega corb.
Just like in any other planes.
Like attach a lock to get into like the core hatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably actually use arcane lock if you had it.
I don't, but I do. She did just pick up a random lock.
Hold on. Isn't there an item you're forgetting that you bought, that you pooled money for?
That's right, sticky paste.
Hey, hold on.
Oh.
Remember Higbo? Remember what you all pooled money to buy from Higbo?
What the fuck did we buy from Higbo?
You bought the Warren. You bought the Warren key.
Are you going to put the fucking bag on it?
No, the Warren. No, not the fucking bag. The Warren key. Remember?
Leave my son alone.
I don't remember what it does, but I remember that we got it.
It opens locks.
It locks them.
Warren.
You put the Warren key into a lock, which there is a lock on the hatch, and you could cast Arcane Lock, or you could cast Knock. Now I'm not saying now you can only do this. I think I set it to once a day. You can do this. But suppose you went around casting Arcane Lock on each plane for 3 days.
I could also just, since it's so long that we have, I could also just prepare Arcane Lock and do it for everybody.
That is another thing you could do. Yeah.
So maybe if we want to, we could use that to sabotage other people.
You could.
Yes.
You could use the Warren key to unlock someone's hatch.
Or just keep it locked so they can't open it.
What?
No, we could open it up, take the orb out, and then lock it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Open it up, take
Yeah.
the orb out, replace it with a dead one, lock it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I like your thinking, kid. I ain't really want to sabotage, but if you find any of those big
Dude, cockpit's
bastards,
locked.
I mean, okay. I think we probably should sabotage the Hydra ones. The other ones are up to everybody else.
I haven't seen the Hydra bastards, but if you don't like them, I don't like them. So go
Well,
ahead.
They're
Look, I've
also
already-
the people who are after the eyes, and they do really weird stuff that they probably shouldn't survive, which makes me think that they have some kind of like magic or something to help them win this. So, I mean, they're gonna be cheating anyway, right?
Yeah,
I've
might
already
as
fucked
well.
around and found out, and I'm willing to continue doing
Let's
so.
cheat the cheaters.
We can hate the cheaters super hard if you guys want.
Piper, question.
What's
Yeah.
Do the
Probably
cockpits
next
have a
time.
lock on them?
up? No. Well, they
No.
seal, but there's no lock
They
on
seal.
them.
Ryan, don't
they
you
require-
fucking dare.
Do they require a key to ignite the ignition, or to at least start the thing?
No.
Oh my god.
Damn it. I would have found it really fucking funny if you could have cast Arcane fucking Lock on the ignition system.
God.
I forgot that I had them muted.
Who muted?
You, because you had like background noise.
Oh fuck, I'm sorry. But
I
I
know
didn't
that
say
was-
anything. I would
I
have
don't know, I
something
had to
about it.
unmute it after like a minute.
Oh my god.
Fuck, if I was having background noise, you could have told me.
I didn't
I
hear
know. I didn't want
Well,
to. I didn't
right?
want to break anything though. I didn't want to. You know. I think player was talking, so I didn't want to break the conversation.
Mm,
Oh my
yeah, that's fair.
Forgot.
I think we're set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
yeah.
it's your turns now. It's your turn, Bones.
I still have no fucking idea.
You said you had an idea.
Yes, and now I've fucking it was a really fucking small thing. It is not worth a week prep time thing at all yet.
All right. We've got quite a few weeks, but I got you.
I know. Like, it was literally I had a fucking dumb idea for naming the Flying Fortress. That was it.
Hmm.
I want to call it Gravedigger.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess Bones is still helping out, and we move on to Sorial.
I guess.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, no,
fuck.
Sorial's taking the four. Sorial's taking the form.
Yeah,
We're
fucking-
putting in a system to make my day
All right.
great, and everyone else is miserable.
All right. Well, I think that might be it for now, because
Yeah, halfway
half-
cut.
we're halfway through. We've got we've done 3 months. We got 3 months left. Or actually, no, I think we might have done 4. Actually.
We did. Yeah, we did like 2/3.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. So we are going to probably get through the other 2 months next session, and then
Start things up.
that might take a bit. So we're going to probably in 2 sessions move on to the battle royale itself.
We'll fucking find out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Be
We're gonna-
prepared in case we fucking speedrun those things.
I'll
Yeah.
have to.
Don't underestimate us. We might just fucking speedrun it.
Yeah, I'll get something sketched up before next session. That's probably a good plan.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for joining me, and
Alright.
I'll we'll be here next week hopefully.
Hell yeah. Thanks for running.